All right, guys, what's going on? It's your man's Harry Billion. Okay, welcome to TLP Sports Club. This is the Liberian perspective, guys. I apologize. I've been having a lot of difficulties trying to figure out this StreamYard, software. So I apologize. I had to stop the stream and start over, guys. So I'm here, and I want to talk about this McAfee or McAfee interview that Coach Prime had dealing with the transfer portal. He took a few questions, and they went in. Coach Prime said a few things, and Coach Prime, he said a few things. I want to talk about it live. I didn't want to do a video and having to edit it and deal with all of that because I have other videos that I want to do. I want to give you guys the videos that I did when I was the interviews I did when I was in Boulder. So I want to go ahead and just talk about this live. I can take your questions, guys. Okay, I can take questions. If you have anything you want to say, you want to chime in into the conversation. I believe this StreamYard thing, I'm trying to figure it out, but I can invite you to the conversation and we can talk about it. But first, I want to go ahead and start with the interview. And if you guys are watching this on the restream, you can go ahead and chime in. We'll talk about it in the comments, in the comment section. I can take any questions you have and we'll discuss it in the comments. But we have to talk about this whole transfer portal situation. And yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and talk about it live. BWB, Swansley, what's going on, man? Man, I had this stuff on private. I forgot it. I put it on private so I can set everything up. I've been screwing this up, so y'all forgive me. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So let's go ahead and start with the interview, guys. We're going to go ahead and start with the interview. I will start and play the interview. And of course, guys, I'm still trying to figure this out. But if the interview doesn't play, you guys let me know. Swanson, let me know if you hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me out there? You guys can just put in the comments if you hear me loud and clear. I can continue going, guys. But I want to go ahead and start with the interview. So if you hear me, I can go ahead and start. Do you guys hear me out there? Can you hear me? All right, let me see. Let me share this screen right here. Loud and clear. Salute, Swansea. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so let's start with this interview here. My God. All right, you're good. Okay, share screen. Let's see. Allowed, can you have to see your screen? Yes, allowed. All right, so okay, so all right, guys. So here's the interview. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the interview. All right, guys. So let me know if you guys saw the video. I was just testing it. Let me know, did y'all see the video? I want to go ahead and play the interview. I'm going to play and stop the interview. So you guys let me know if you saw the video or did y'all see the video? I can go ahead and continue. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to play the video for you guys. If you guys can hear it, let me know. I'm going to play. We're going to talk about it, and I can bring y'all in. Okay, so yes, he said, oh, no. He said no. Somebody said yes. Somebody said no. Oh, saw the video without sound. Okay. No sound. Okay. All right. Give me a second. Let me fix the sound situation here. All right. Video, no sound. So let's see the output. We're going to make the output the speakers. Okay. So let's check that. We're going to try this video one more time, guys. And then I'll come right back and let you guys can tell me whether you see this screen. Let's see.
The big question now is about the Coach Prime time out there in Colorado. Is there's 41 dudes in the fucking transfer? 41. Is that all?
All right. So you guys. Okay, you hear it? Okay, good. Did you see the video or am I not sharing it on the screen? You saw the video? Rafi has officially entered the transfer portal. That's funny. Yo, Mike, what up? P. Holland, what up? Salty Vet, what up? All right. Okay, so it's not shared. So let me see here. So let's remove this. Add the stream. Let's remove that. Okay. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna try it now and then hopefully share screen. Here we go. All right, so StreamYard allowed, and then we're gonna go here.
The big question now is about the Coach Prime Time out there in Colorado. Is there's 41 dudes in the fucking transfer? 41. Hold on though. So we have a bonus content. We have a bonus content clip from season 1 of Coach Prime on Prime, and this is actual clip from Coach talking to his players the first day he's in the building, man to man though, right? This isn't like texting or heard this or email. This is Coach Prime on season 1 bonus content talking to the Colorado Buffalo football team for the first time man to man.
Well, my job is to replace every last one of y'all. Your job is to let me not do that. For the one who in here that we know getting it. Ain't nobody flinched. He could be in here, but if he don't want to say nothing, that means he ain't a dude. Those of you that we don't run off, we're going to try to make it quick. A couple of y'all already on there going to be gone listen. So I hope that's not you. I hope that's not you. I hope that's not you. But the way it looks, I can tell who it is. And I'm just meeting y'all.
We're announcing a brand new integration for Switcher Studio that's going to take your live video to the next level. And
All right, so all right, cool. So you guys, so you heard that. Okay, so you guys heard on the screen, right? You guys saw it. Okay, so the first thing that we want to talk about is that first meeting that Coach Prime had. Okay, so most of you guys have heard it. If you heard the interview, that first meeting that Coach Prime had with those gentlemen in that room, there's a few ways that they can take it. I want to put this perspective out there. Okay, so you guys heard it. So when the kids when they were meeting Coach Prime for the first time, Coach Prime says, I don't know if they were listening and they was just trying to be respectful as far as listening to Coach Prime and trying to take in as far as, just trying to fill him out, and they didn't want to say anything. I feel like that could have been the idea in that room. So there's a different perspective that I'm thinking like, okay, a lot of the kids, they didn't know what to expect. They've never really worked with Coach Prime before. So a lot of them were feeling like, let me hear him out. But I mean, obviously we're learning a lot about them because of that whole transfer portal situation. So if you're telling me that nobody flinched, if Coach Prime says, if you are a dog, let me know you're a dog. If I'm here and I'm telling you my job is to let you know, is to force you to quit, and you are a dog, you would say, you're not gonna make me quit. I'm here and I'm about that life. But was there a situation where they were trying to be respectful to Coach Prime, or what was it? I don't know. What do you guys think? Were they trying to be respectful of Coach Prime and say, hello, I am Coach G, and this is my first time in your live chat. This is actually my second live chat using this thing. So welcome, Coach G. So I want to hear from you guys. If you have a perspective to share, that first interview, we're going to break this whole interview down. We're going to break it down frame by frame, just like they talked about it. If you have anything to share, let me know. I will send you the invite, and I will give you I will send you the invite so we can talk about it. Let me know. Okay. So at the end of the day, I think if you're in that room, the tension is there. Everybody's talking about Coach Prime. You're these kids. You're watching YouTube. You're watching everybody talk about this. There was pandemonium. So Coach Prime comes in, that first meeting in the general open meeting, he sets the principle and he's like, this is what I'm going to do. The reason why we're doing this today is because everybody is up in arms again. Here we are again. We're all up in arms. It's as if Coach Prime never set the principle. He never set the precedence and saying, hey, I'm going to do this. So everybody's up in arms again. And there are some media people that are sneakily doing what they're doing. And I want you guys to pay attention to this. Remember, I'm the decoder. I'm going to decode all of this. Everybody interviewing Coach Prime is not friendly. I want y'all to know that. Not everybody is friendly. And I'm reading between the lines of a lot of these things. And everybody going in, they're not friendly. Everybody's they're jostling for position. So you can hear some people saying that they're asking these general questions, and they're speaking in general terms because they're on the fence. So you have some people who are friendly, and then you have some people who are not friendly. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about, because what's going on in the media right now, there's a lot of things going on. People are second guessing him. People are questioning his motives. A lot of people, you guys know about Courtney. Courtney is still out there. Courtney had an interview with an official outlet. So these news outlets are now going and interviewing the detracted kids that are leaving the program, and a couple of them are speaking. So I want everybody to know, in BWB land, not everybody is friendly. There's a lot of questioning Coach Prime's motives and questioning Coach Prime's intentions right now. So not everybody that's doing this is friendly. I wanted to play this interview because Coach Prime is telling us, before I go further, I need to talk to the school. I don't know if any representatives, anybody has connections to the school, but let's go ahead and get this out the way, because I am a technical guy and I need to talk about this. The next time Coach Prime has an interview and it's by his computer, I need somebody to be mindful of his lighting. I don't understand why, because you have to understand Coach Prime, anytime he speaks, it's going to break the internet. Anytime he has an interview, if it's not an official interview where somebody's bringing a camera on site and they're interviewing and sitting down for that, the creative team at CU, y'all need to be aware that Coach Prime, he needs to look immaculate. Stop making my guy look crazy, all right? Whoever is in charge over there, you need to have a ring light close to Coach Prime. Anytime he has a computer interview, he needs to have a ring light close by. All he got to do is just click the button and he's ready to go. There is no reason why we got to get this fuzzy, dark Coach Prime, unprofessional looking video out there. Anytime I don't know if he did any other interview besides this interview when everybody's going crazy. What are we doing? Are we serious right now? What? Whoever's responsible, because y'all remember when Coach Prime put out a call for professionals who are doing this, and some people sending their resumes and whatnot. Do y'all know that anybody's been hired? I know they have a creative team, because when I was out there, when I was at the game, excuse me guys, when I was at the game, I saw people with creative vests on running around. So they do have a creative team out there, right? You guys help me out. Let's get a message to the school. I just wanted to address this first of all. I want to get this out the gate. Coach Prime is prime time. Anything he does, anytime he says something to anybody in the media, is going to go viral. Everybody's going to be talking about it. All of us YouTubers, all of us creators, we're going to be responding to this stuff. So I need the school to get on board with this, understand this. Coach Prime has a lot of things to think about. He ain't got time to be thinking about, how his computer screen is going to look. That interview, he looked like he was in the dark. You can get like a little a light that you can just put it on the computer. Okay? If y'all need recommendations, I will give y'all recommendations. So stop playing with me. That shouldn't happen no more. Y'all tell Rick George, tell the whole creative team, we got to fix this. That should never ever happen again. Okay? I just had to get that off my chest, because I'm watching this as a professional with my professional eyes, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? What is that dark stuff that y'all getting? If you try to take a screenshot to use as a thumbnail, YouTube is going to flag it and be like, what are you doing? What is this? This is too low of a quality. You couldn't do a screen grab off of that video. And they're sitting there like, nobody knows that Coach Prime is going live? Coach Prime is having an interview on his computer? Stop playing with me, man. Let's fix that. Next time, it shouldn't happen again. And Coach Prime, you heard it from TLP Sports Club, Harry Billion. Let's not do that again. Let's not ever do that again. All right, that business is handled. How y'all doing out there, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to spaz, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot going on. People don't understand the process. We're here to build. I don't know who didn't get the message. We got the memo, right? Let me get some shout outs, man. Zion 2215, what up? A lot of the media is looking for clout when it comes to Coach Prime. Everybody's looking for clout. We all riding this train. We're all on this wave. That's for sure. Mike Williams, what up? Spring revealed a 111 team. He is there to win. Very few. All right. Swansley, what up, man? You my guy. What up, Swans? All right, Coach G. The lighting is dark and makes him look. He is gothic mental state. Horrible job in the lighting, and you are right. Okay, man. Look, listen, man. I worked at B&H for 10 years. I worked at B&H. I sold equipment for 10 years, man. I set up streams like for major companies. This is what I did before I became a YouTuber, a full-time YouTuber. So when I see, especially when I see like Roland Martin, you know, he's big. He was on CNN, and now he got his own channel. His room is echoing, and all these. When I see my professionals out there, I want us to be represented because we said black media, right? This is not a racial thing. We said black media, but when we're gonna present black media excellence, I want to see and I want to hear excellence. Even though I'm still working out this whole streaming thing, I never used YouTube stream before. I've set up live streams, but not YouTube stream. Obviously, I'm an amateur when it comes to that. But I'm gonna figure it out. But we got to get it right for Coach Prime. There are too many professionals around him for us to be getting that amateur stuff. If ESPN takes that footage, if all of the mainstream medias take that footage, you see how bad that footage look? Why are we doing my guy like that? We can't do my guy like that. Coach Prime, holler at me, man. Let's get it right. First of all, get him a Yeti. Let's get Coach Prime a Yeti. It's a USB microphone. That's what I'm using, okay? Let's get Coach Prime a Yeti. This is a Yeti X. Get Coach Prime a Yeti. You connect it right to your computer. Clap, you're ready to go, all right? Let somebody set that up. Broadcast quality. So, and then we get him a ring light. The ring light could be right above the computer. Just click it on, ready to go. He ain't got to do nothing. Just, if he's having a meeting, nobody's around, click on and let's go. If somebody's in that room, whoever the handler is should understand, oh, coach, you're looking way too dark. We got to fix this before we move on. You know, this is not why I came on here, but I just wanted to make sure that business is handled because this guy is way too important to our community. He's way too important to the university. And y'all know anytime, y'all should understand anytime he talks, the world is going to stop. So where we at? Why are we doing this? Come on now. Okay. I'm a little nervous because this whole streaming thing, this YouTube streaming thing is new to me. I'm trying to get that nervous energy out, but I'm ready to go, guys. If I was recording a video without you guys talking to myself like I usually do, I'll be ready to spaz. I would have my red hat on, but now I can't do the red hat because of the buff, because of Nebraska. So now you're not going to see the red hat no more. So anytime I'm ready to spaz, it's just going to be a different hat. It is what it is. Let's move on. All right, guys. Any questions? Y'all want to deal with anything? Zaya, Z-A-I. I'm bad with names. Forgive me. Shaw, what up? Body Bojim. If I messed that up, my bad. Body, what up? Orlando, what up? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Let me y'all put in there where y'all from. I'm in New York. So where y'all at? Where y'all from? These PWIs don't care about Coach Prime. I don't know that it's not that they don't care. They care, but I feel like they need to understand the gravitas. They need to understand who they're dealing with. This is not no small joker. Tennessee, what up? DMV. Maryland, baby. Riverdale, you in the house? You in Riverdale, Zion? I'm a Riverdale guy. All right. Yeah, man, but they need to understand the stature of Coach Prime. Get it right. You got to get it right. Anytime he's on, the audio got to be perfect. Anytime he's on, the lighting got to be perfect. Because his footage, the stuff that the other kids are asking for, his film goes worldwide. So we need to get that right. St. Louis, what up? You're in England? Is that British? What up? What up, bro? Florida, what up? Orlando, is that why you're Orlando Johnson? Nah. Mississippi, what up? Knoxville, what up? New Carrollton. Oh, you're right across the street from me. That's what I can walk to you. Virginia's in the house. Miami, what up? What it does? Yo, we streaming at 11:31 New York City time, and y'all on here? Y'all skipping work? Stop playing with me. Y'all better not get fired, okay? I ain't got that many gift cards to give y'all for food, okay? I'm gonna work on it though. Alabama, what up? Joe Perry, what it does? Tim Ross. No, not Tim Ross, Tom Ross. I'm thinking about Tim Ross, the pastor. Colorado, now living in Chesapeake, Virginia, school bus. Okay, you're in Virginia, VA. Miami, Florida, what up? Birmingham, Alabama, what it does? What it's gonna be. Jacksonville, Florida, we're in the house. Okay, so I'm gonna invite you guys because I don't want to be the only one spazzing. I want you to spaz with me today because I'm feeling some kind of way today. There's so much going on right now, and I'm feeling some kind of way. You guys know I'm the spaz king. I'm here. If my mic starts to go in the red, y'all let me know. Say, Harry, calm down. All right, so the first order of business, we're talking in that room. Coach Prime he's setting the ground rules. He's here to win, and he's got to win now. Okay, guys, I'm ready to go in. If you just sit where you at, we're ready to talk. All right, so the first thing I'm mad because of the whole lighting situation. I'm looking at it. I'm not feeling well about the way that they got my guy looking. This is the first interview. I keep going into it, but I got to say it again. This is the first interview after the mass exodus. After the mass exodus, he's talking to a YouTuber who he respects. So it's Pat McAfee, right? Is it McAfee or McAfee? How do y'all want to say it? All right. Is this number one McAfee? Number two is McAfee. McAfee is number two. Y'all let me know if it's number one or two. But he's talking to a YouTube guy, and mad respect to the YouTubers, to us creators, to get the first interview from Coach Prime. So respect to the creators. It's not a national television station, and they couldn't give a hint. Yo, Coach, your lighting is not great. Let's fix that before we go live. What are we doing, man? You know the first interview from the mass exodus, right, is going to be going viral. It's going to go everywhere. You knew that. They should know that. If they don't know that, they need to contact Harry B at TLP Sports Club. We're BWB here. We know how to handle business. Let's go, man. I should be talking. I can't get my stream right. Anyways, man, it is. Orlando, Florida, what up? Y'all said number two, McAfee. Okay, McAfee. All right, Pat McAfee. That is what it is. Okay. These soft guys get cut and in their emotions. Well, let's see how many of these sympathetic coaches will add these players to their roster. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about this because I was watching another channel from another coach. There was a coach and he was saying, these kids are soft. Like somebody wants these kids to be cuddled. Coach Prime comes in. I don't know. I'm in my 40s, guys. I know I look young and pretty, so forget, so don't let the pretty face fool you. Don't let the pretty face fool you. I'm in my 40s. But I remember on the playground, we talk junk. Are y'all in the era of trash talking? Even if a coach comes in and he's like, yo, my job is to let you go, and your job is to make sure I don't let you go, I will freaking stand up. Are you kidding me? I'll be like, yo, coach, I'm ready. Let's go right now. I will get in my 2-point stance, and I'll be ready to go. I'll be like, coach, I can take you right now. Are y'all in that same era? Let me back off with the mic real quick because I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready. I'm heated. You're in that meeting. What is it about this generation? What is it about this generation that if he tells you my job, I'm going to tell you your job. Your job is to not let me cut you. And my job is to cut you. Excuse me. I know half of you in this thing right now would stand up. Be like, Coach, I'm ready. Let's go right now. I don't care if it's raining, snowing, or whatever is outside right now. I'm ready to go on that field right now. Let's see if you can take me out. Straight up. Straight up. So with everybody that's all upset, those same people that are upset right now, you know what they're going to be saying when we start, if anything happens and we start losing, we keep these soft kids and we start losing, they'll be the same ones talking the same crap. Come on, man. We here to win. Coach said it. He said, you have to understand, these kids win 1-11. 1-11 feels like this. I'll put this 1-11 in perspective. You did not win the first game. You didn't win the second game, not the third game. What do you think is in the mentality of these kids as they're going along? Where is the coach? The coach gets fired. Game number 5, I believe. The coach gets fired game number 5. So now you don't have a head coach. You get the interim coach who has to now step in. So these kids are in chaos. In their brain, what's going on? What's going on in the locker room? What is the morale like in the locker room? How they're feeling in the locker room? What conversations are they having in that locker room? Somebody tell me what conversations they're having in that locker room. Because you got moms and pops that are now voicing their concern. You got one parent that said, I have some words for Coach Prime, but I cannot say it in public because I don't have no good words to say. I may make a video just talking about that. So now, what are we talking about? I'm not saying every kid there was soft. I'm saying that you have to get in the mentality to understand that coach is here to win. It's going to be you or me. It's either going to be you or me. Who goes? It's my job or your job. I'm here to get rid of you, and your job is to make sure I don't get rid of you. It's either you or me. Who you think it's going to be? It ain't going to be me, Coach Prime. It ain't going to be Coach Prime. If Coach Prime don't win, he's out of there. We already know that. There are media outlets that are set up asking these weird questions right now. They're asking these softball questions. The media will turn on you in a heartbeat. The media will turn on you in a heartbeat, guys. I'm telling you. If you don't know how this media things work, you wait till you see how everything's going now. Everything was looking good just a moment ago. Everything was looking good and then all of a sudden the mass exit. Go to some YouTubers who were eating off of Coach Prime. Go to their channels right now, and you will see you will see there's some of their thumbnails. I'm looking at other creators, some of these creators' channels, the ones that are not really like the ones that were on the fence, just kind of eating off of Coach Prime. The ones that are not really supporters, they're just kind of reporting the news. You know, like the rappers, they report their news. They report what's going on in the hood. The ones that were just reporting with all of these kids leaving and they don't really understand, they're not in there to really understand what's going on. You know what they're saying now? Oh, it's all going down. It's all going down in flames. That's what they're saying now. It's all going down in flames. I can't even use the words that they're using. I'm like, wait, this was you just a second ago. Your most viewed videos are with Coach Prime's name attached to it. So this is you now? You know that this is part of the plan, right? You understand that this is part of the process. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Let's get everybody in here. Let's talk. When you're ready to talk, if you want to come on here, you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to come on here and let's pass together, hit me up. Let me know. Let me know if you want to come on here and voice your concern, because right now, I want everybody to understand, okay? I want everybody to understand one thing. Not everybody that smiles in your face is your friend. Coach Prime has some friends, but they're only a handful, okay? All of these all of these media companies or all of these media outlets that you guys are seeing, and they're all writing nice stuff right now, they're not all friendly people. And I was trying to break this down for you guys in another video. There are some people that are writing some neutral stuff right now because they understand the business that they're in. They're trying to bring people in, but they're not friendly. So they're going to say Coach Prime's name, and then when stuff start going left, they're going to be the same ones writing those headlines. They're in it for the clickbait. So when you say it's all going to HE double hockey stick, you're going to get the hyenas rushing to your channel. You're going to get a whole bunch of people. I'm telling you, I know how to do this stuff to try to bring the people in. I'm trying to do it the right way. But all of them are now, not all of them, a lot of media outlets, a lot of creators are now, it's all going down in flames. How's it all going down in flames? Do you know the process, or were you just one of those people trying to eat off of the situation? All right, let me see what's happening in these comments, man. I'm pulling double duty. My temperature is up. I had to put this hoodie on because you know what I'm saying, New Yorkers, I ain't even got my Timbs on. I should have put my Timbs on to come up here and ready to spaz, because I'm looking at some of this stuff and I'm like, I can't do a video on this. I got to say this stuff live because I don't understand why people are going crazy about this. What do y'all understand? The guy told you that he came here to win. And in order to win, you have to have the people with the mentality. Without the mentality, it's hard to win games because you're going to get the third quarter, you're going to get the fourth quarter. First and second quarter, most people can handle it. But the third and fourth quarter is where you need the monsters to come alive. Any of you guys who play sports, you understand what I'm saying, right? Third and fourth quarter is when you win games. Most people can handle first and second quarter, but the third and fourth quarter is when your beast got to come alive. And these games are not going to get easier. They're only going to get harder. You got everybody wanting him to fail. You got Matt Rule over there, he's a new coach, all right, coming from the Carolina Panthers, and he's already sending subliminals, and you already know he's ready. Every coach are talking. Everybody's talking. But we need to make sure that here, the people that we bring here, our mentality got to be win now mentality. We don't have, okay, I'm just going to say it. To all of my white people out there, in case you don't know this, Coach Prime is black. Black coaches don't get second chances. I'm just going to get this out of my system so you can understand. I'm not being racist or being racial, but I need to say this out loud. To all of my white supporters and club members, understand, I know that we are all hugs and lovey-dovey and we're all high-fiving and understanding, but I need you to understand something, all right? I don't talk too much racial stuff on this channel, but I need to let you guys know that Coach Prime is black. I know that a lot of you go into the comments, it's like, oh, it's black. We have black coaches before. It doesn't matter. It just win. Understand that black coaches don't get second chances in this game. So the things that he's doing, the process for him has to be different. He does not get a second chance. Matt Rule can lose all of his games for the next 3 years, and he will still be at Nebraska. They will be giving him another chance. I want you to please be clear about this, all right? Don't run saying, oh, here comes the racial stuff. I just want us to be realistic and understand that our situation is different. Coach Prime is not going to be given a fair shot, not by a long shot, not at all. Okay? We're going to get that out of the way so you can understand why some of us have to spaz the way we're spazzing, why some of us protect this guy the way we're protecting him. We don't get too many of these. We do not get too many of these. And when we get some, we got to protect it. We got to protect it at all costs. And that's what I'm trying to let y'all know. I'm here for his morals, for the values that he's teaching. I just made a video about the grades. Somebody in the comments was like, they didn't understand. They said there was a coach that was all about the students and their values and about maturation and how making sure that these kids have good values. I'm like, are you kidding me? The only reason why I'm here is because of his values, not football. Football is secondary for me. This guy is going to be sending good citizens into the world. 95% of these kids are not going to NFL. So what he's doing, he's teaching values, valuable lessons. So you can't tell me that this guy doesn't know how to train and bring up kids. Stop playing with me, man. But yes, so all my constituents, we only get one generational coach like this. We don't get too many of these. And his success, all right, his success and us coming on here and supporting him is needed. But I want y'all to understand that this is not a racial thing. It's just like some of you who you say, well, I don't see color. You know that's bogus. You do see color. So sometimes we have to speak the reality so that we can get this out the way. Because when we meet white people, we're not naive. There are some tensions there. Some people thinking, do you think that I'm a thug? Do you think I'm this? I mean, just get that out the way so you can understand that Harry B's a cool dude. Then we can talk, we can high five. Then when I'm at the tailgate, everybody's like, yo, Harry B, you're a cool dude. Yeah, I know I'm a cool dude, but I need you to get the other stuff out of your mind first so you and I can vibe. I don't care about your skin color, but because I got this dad bod, I got this big old stomach, and I'm 5'10" on a good day when my Tim's on, I'm 5'11". I know you're going to feel some kind of way. I said it in a video before. But this has nothing to do with race. I just want us to be realistic so that when we approach each other, we can have a good time. I just want to have a good time with anybody. I don't care if you're Indian, white, black. I don't care who you are. I just want to make sure that we're having a good time. But know that Coach Prime is a black coach. He's never going to be given a fair shot in the media, and he's never going to be given a fair shot no matter what. It doesn't matter. That is the reality that we're dealing with. And at the end of the day, we want to make sure that he wins. In order for him to win, he has to get the right players with the right mentality. This is not Jackson 5. I mean, Jackson 5. Jackson State. Jackson 5. Okay. In order for him to win at the Power 5 level, because this is a whole nother league right here, all right? In order for him to win here, he needs some DAWG with another GS. So he has to clean house. And I'm sorry, parents, if you do not understand the fact that he has to clean house, please understand, this is business. Have a conversation with your kid. Let them understand that this is business. I need you to dog out. All right, let me calm down a little bit. Let's go to the comments. Stop talking so hard. I can't handle the heavy talking. All right, man. I'm trying, man. I just, nah, man. Sometimes we gotta go in. I told you I'm the Spaz King. When I come on here, we talking about Coach Prime. But I need people out there to understand that this is reality. This is not. Coach Prime says in this interview that corporate America, when people come in and there's an overhaul, they're not coming in cuddling people. They're coming in trying to make a total change, because it's either going to be him or it's going to be them. We know that the first people to go in the horror movies are who? Y'all type it in the comments. Who are the first people to go in scary movies? I'll wait. Who are the first people to die in the scary movies? Y'all already know who goes first in the scary movies. And this is a scary movie. Y'all don't understand. So that's what it is. Okay? Coaches go first. Okay? Thank you, P. Holland. The weakest link do go first, yes. But you already know. Yes, exactly. Brew protege. Exactly. So let's not pretend like we're all happy-go-lucky. I know that Boulder is a hippie town, and you guys are like, you're more happy. I've never met such white happy people. I haven't. You guys were too happy for me. It scared me. My wife is like, man, they are so nice. I was like, yes, they are so nice. So you guys, I give it to you, man. You guys are lovely people in Boulder. But I want y'all to know that not everybody is in Boulder. We got people around the world. We got people, I interview people on the streets, okay, that don't have so many, that are not so kind with Coach Prime. It's not just about Boulder. So I want you to understand there's a general crowd that we're talking to here. Everybody wants Coach Prime to lose. Not everybody. There's a lot of people that want Coach Prime to lose. So we got to make sure that we understand why he's doing what he's doing. You're like, okay, why is he talking all the racial stuff? I'm saying the reason why is not because he's black. It's just because he has to win. The level are not the same. If he doesn't win, he's out of there. Understand that, okay? Not just the fact that he will be out of there. I'm sure that Rick George has his best interest at heart, but the media will get him out of there. Y'all get what I'm saying now? Once the crowd gets loud, once it gets loud in the crowd, that's when the organization, which is CU, starts making decisions, because then the crowd is so loud, the media, the constituents, I mean, like the ticket holders are like, they start chattering in the background somewhere. So once that gets loud, then Rick George's hands are tied. He can't do anything. Am I decoding this well enough for you guys so you can understand? It's not going to be Rick George that gets rid of him. It's never that. Rick George has a good relationship with Coach Prime. He understands what Coach Prime is trying to do and the process that Coach Prime is trying to instill. Rick George gets that. It's not his decision, though. There's a board. You know that the money people talk. They go to these meetings. The boosters, they talk. You start stinking up the place. You keep these 1 in 11 mindset people, and you're like, oh, I want to be the good guy. I want everybody to love me. And you do that. And these kids with their loser mentality, and you put them on that field, and they start getting spanked again. And then in the third, maybe we start winning. We start winning in the first and second quarter, but then come to third and fourth quarter, which is most important because the game is ended. It's not how you start, it's how you finish the game. So when they start losing, what happens? What's in their brain to let them know? Oh, maybe they're not used to winning. So something clicks in their brain and they're like, yo, I don't know. Then what do we do now? If the mentality is not there, L's all over the board. And the more you lose, the more the media talks. You have to understand the media controls all of this. The media and social media controls all of this. The more they talk, the more the people want you out of there. Y'all get it? Y'all understand, right? So it's not going to be like, oh, I'm not talking about the university firing Coach Prime or getting rid of Coach Prime. No, when the public starts talking, and you already see a lot of them talking, like, it's all going down in flames. It's all going down in flames. Imagine if they start losing. Imagine that. You think they're talking now with 52 kids leaving. You think they're talking now? Imagine if he puts that product on the field and they lose again. And then the people start talking. What do you think is going to happen? He's out of there. Early he's out of there. You already know that's going down. He's out of there. Trust me. Somebody said we're in the troll era. That's right. We're in the troll era. You get canceled online first, in case you didn't know. So, Coach Prime, if you are a parent that's in here, if you are listening to me and you are a parent in here, I want you to understand that your child has to have a dog killer instinct mentality to be on Coach Prime's team. Coach Prime is not trying to be the black savior. That's not what he's trying to do. Okay? He's not the black great hope. He's not. Coach Prime is an individual trying to secure his legacy. Let's get that out the way. Let's understand that. He has to secure his legacy. Some people are like, oh, it's all about him. Who goes? When they fire him, how many of y'all going to go with him? It's all about him? If they fire Coach Prime, how many of y'all going with him? How many of y'all going to say, I'm leaving because you fired my favorite coach? Not too many people can answer that question. You're saying it's all about him? Guess what? You got to get it when it's hot. Who is foolish enough not to get it when it's hot? Are you serious? If you don't understand how this game is played, let me tell you something. When coaches get fired, the organizations have the decision to make. They're making a decision based upon the organization. Their stakeholders, the people who are behind the scenes, the boosters who are giving money. If you do not do a good job, when they're ready to get rid of you, they're going to talk about you. And then guess what? They'll let you go whenever they're ready. Sometimes they don't even have to give you a heads up. The conversation starts way before. And let me put you onto this. Because of the max exodus, the conversation already started. I'm going to pause on that. Let me let that simmer for a little bit for some of you. The conversation has already started because of 52 kids jumping into that portal. The conversation has already started. I guarantee you, the conversation has already started. I'll pause for a second so you can let that simmer. I'm going to drink some water. It goes something like this. Bob, so what do you really think about all of those kids leaving? Was it really necessary? So, that's a lot of kids, huh? That's a lot of kids. What do you think, Bob? This is how it works, guys. I'm trying to put you on the game. I'm trying to let you know how corporate works. The chatter has already started. And you know why the chatter started? It's because of the media, right? The media starts to write stuff like, wow, it's turning upside down. So the people that are, because you got a lot of people, boosters, the people that with the money, the people that donate to the university, they'll make phone calls. They'll start making phone calls. Hey, Bob, what do you think about this article that X, Y, and Z news outlet just wrote? That a whole lot of the kids leaving is a problem. They don't. You're not thinking about. You're not thinking about anything that has to do with what if this is a detracting article or not. The boosters don't think about that. Okay, so what they're thinking is, all they know is their favorite newspaper or their favorite news outlet just wrote something negative about the system. So they go to drink, they go to the country club, they go play golf, and they're going to start talking. The conversation's already started. This is their golf club. This is their golf hand. They're about to hit the ball, and they hold the club in their hand. Hey, Bob, what do you think about all of those kids leaving? Do you think it was all necessary? I mean, I know he was going to get rid of a few people, but 51 of them? Wow. I hope everything's going to be all right. Right? And then if that's Rick George on the other end of that conversation, you know what he's going to be saying? Oh, yeah, don't worry. Coach Prime is going to be all right. He knows what he's doing. So Rick George, that's his guy. He went to bat for Coach Prime. So we know that he's having those conversations and he's putting out fires. So those conversations are going to be had. If it's not Rick George, it's going to be another booster talking to another booster, and these people are going to start talking. So why is all of this max exodus? Why is it all okay? Why is it all necessary? It's because Coach Prime has to win now. And it's either going to be him or them. And it ain't going to be him. All right, guys, questions. Where y'all at? P. Holland, SC said the same. Okay. All right. So who wants to come on? Let me invite somebody. Who's here? Who wants to put their 2 cents in? When 70 players were cut from JSU, I don't recall any of those players or their parents going to the media. It's a different ball game. This is a different ball game, people. Yo, this is a different. This is different. There's some things in there I don't want to touch because I already touched on something. I don't want to go back there. If you understand what I'm saying here, there's some things that I don't want to go back there. I don't want to spend too much time on that. So 2 of Coach Prime's guys have left. Two people that came in with Coach Prime have left. But the majority of people that have left, excuse me, the majority of people that have left are the 1 in 11 people. I'm just going to call them 1 in 11 people just to make it general. But yeah, but the majority of people are 1 in 11 people. And so yeah, some of the parents are upset. They have words. All 51 of those players weren't terrible. Some are getting P5 offers. It's their mindset that was going to be too hard to change. I agree. Terrell or Taro Jones. I agree. You're right, man. No, they weren't all terrible. But you hit it on the head. Their mindset. It's the mindset. Coach Prime is there telling them, I need dogs. If you watch some of those videos, because they don't put everything out, if you watch some of those videos, Coach Prime is like, you can feel the eagerness. He's like, where's the sense of where's your eagerness? Where's your hunger? I'm watching Coach Prime's body language, and I'm like, dude, he's not liking what's going on. I can tell he's not liking what's going on. Coach Prime is walking with a different kind of walk. You guys, if you know that if you follow Coach Prime like we all follow him from the Christian high school in Texas, and then I didn't follow him at Jackson State, but I started watching some of the footage. When Coach Prime is good and the kids are bouncing, when Coach Prime is good, he has Obama swagger. Coach Prime moves with a different swagger when he knows that his kids are locked in. Coach Prime has not moved with that swagger since I've seen him come to Colorado. I haven't seen the Obama swagger. And I'm looking for that Obama swagger. I'm like, he ain't got that swagger yet. Coach Prime ain't walking. He's feeling like these kids don't have no sense of urgency. And he's got that. I'm watching Coach Prime's body language, and I'm like, yo, Coach Prime is not happy inside of him. He's not happy with the situation. And then he goes and has that interview. He's like, yo, he stops for a moment, and he wants to just let it out, just like he told McAfee. The kids that are in this room that we're playing with today, the kids that are on this team are not the kids we're going to play with on our first game. And then he told McAfee, he said, I'm a head coach, so I can't say everything I want to say. You know, Coach Prime he's been having some conversations behind the scenes. Okay? Coach Prime has been having some conversations behind the scenes. He's like, I'm a head coach. I can't say everything I want to say. But he in that room, he's like, yo, the kids that are here, they're not going to be here after the spring game. These are not the kids that I'm going to be coaching after this. You can sense that the kids didn't have no sense of urgency. Oh, and this is something I wanted to put in the video. I don't know if you guys saw this video where the kids are having their practice outside. I think it's time for them to have their practice outside. And they're walking from one field to the next. And I'm watching them. And this is my old school grit starts to kick in, and I'm so anxious for them. I said, oh my gosh, they're walking. I'm scared for these kids. I'm like, I think it was like the first outside practice or the second, I don't remember when, but they had to go from one field to the next. And then I feel like they walked, and then the coach was like, no, not this field, let's go to that other field. If you guys remember that video. And the kids are walking. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, Lord, I will run from this field to that next field and start jogging in place and wait for the coach to get there wait for the coach to get there. When I saw that, I was like, Lord, these kids are not going to make it. I thought that right away. I was going to make a video on that, but they didn't have enough meat. I said, Lord, they're walking. Why are these kids walking from field to field? Travis Hunter can walk because his position is sealed. But if you are the last person on the bench on this, if you are Courtney, you should not be walking right now. Courtney, you need to be running to that next field. I saw these kids walking and I had an out-of-body experience. I was like, Lord Jesus, they're walking. Why are they walking? What, did somebody say don't run? Because Coach Prime has already instilled in them. Coach Prime has already made it known. He's like, I'm looking for dogs, and I want to see your sense of urgency. So the kids that would have ran from field to field would have still been on that team. If half of those kids that transferred would have ran from that field to the next field, they would have still been on that team. Coach Prime is looking for the mentality to work with. He's not saying, I need you to have everything. He's saying, I need your mentality first, and then I can work with you. I want the kids that align with the things that we're trying to do, and then we start working. They haven't started working yet. Coach Prime has not started working yet. So you understand. He has not started working. He's been weeding out. If you didn't know, now you know. Coach Prime hasn't started working yet. He's been weeding out. I need your mentality to be in the right place before I start implementing the things that I'm going to do to win. If I implement it now and you're sorry behind, get up out of here, you're going to go share that with the other people over there. And I can't let you do that. Coach Prime has not implemented his strategy yet. You heard it here on TRP Sports Club. The strategy has not been implemented. It's only been the weeding out process that's been going on because you can't share your deepest thoughts with losers. I'm going in today and I don't care who says what. If you think like a loser, then you're probably going to be a loser. I am not saying every kid that left is a loser. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying a lot of those kids did not know how to disconnect their loser mentality from what Coach Prime was trying to instill in them. And you can tell by the way that they're acting after leaving. You're not a dog. It's understandable. My guy, you're asking for practice footage. High school students are not doing practice footage. No recruiting service gets practice footage. Recruiting services they want the students to upload game footage. You know why? Because you don't go 1,000% in practice. Come on, guy. Stop playing with me. Game situation is different from practice situation. So if you're looking for practice footage, what coach in their right mind is going to say, oh my God, you went hard on that play? And then what if you're riding the bench on the practice? You're the third team. By the time you get in the game, they're ready to shut the daggone practice down. So where you at? How much time do coaches spend on third team practices? How much time they spend on that? If you are on the second string, if you're third string, how much development do they put into third string, second string, and third string? And you want your third and second string footage? So what? So that other coach that wants to recruit you, that coach is going to say what? Oh my God, you went hard on the third string. Are you serious, bro? Yo, let's smash the likes button. Let's get more people in here. Hit the like button if up in here. Hit that like button, guys. Let's. Man, I'm telling you. I don't know if it's just us. Maybe like, are we singing or talking to the choir here? Are we talking to the choir? Are those millennials? I know my son is a little. He's so smart, but that street grit is not in there. That street mentality, that street grit is not in there. That go get it, like I'm about to hurt something, is not in there. So YouTube, I'm using my fair use clause to play some of this stuff. So I hope y'all don't flag this stuff, okay? Yeah, guys, smash that like button, guys. Let's get people in here. All right, questions. Anybody got questions? Let's go to the comments. You said only voice, no video. Okay, where was that? Show this man some. Yeah, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. So, guys, listen, man. I'm gonna get back to it for a second, but I want to let you guys know we're almost at 5,000 subscribers. What? I'm doing another live stream tonight to celebrate 5,000 subscribers at 9 o'clock my time, New York City time. We at 4,992. I ain't got 8 people that like me. Come on, man. This pretty Liberian face. Stop playing with me. I got this salt and pepper gold tea right here. Y'all better hit that subscribe button. Yo, hit the subscribe button, man. Yo, but mama's boys can play though. Not every mama's boy. We can't. You know what I'm saying? We can't indict every mama's boy. We can't. Every mama's boy is not soft. So, nah, it's not a mama's boy thing. It's about privilege, guys. Let me go into that bag right quick. It's about privilege. And a lot of you think, oh, when you say privilege, the first thing that pops into black people's mind is white privilege. That's not what privilege is. I'm privileged. In Liberia, if you have, okay, let me not go too far to Liberia. Let me just stay right here in the US. If you're in the hood and you're the only person with the car on your block, you're privileged. So I just want to misspell that myth that, oh, privilege has to only do with white people. Nope. Privilege is privilege. If you're poor and you are the only person that eats every day in that poor neighborhood, you're the privileged one. CU is a public Ivy League. That's what Chris says. Chris from Alpine Garage Sports. So their curriculum has a lot to do with the Ivy League curriculum. These kids, football is not their number one priority. It's not their first priority. Football is secondary for half of those kids that left. This is a prestigious university. They're here to get their education. To get accepted to this university, bruh. It ain't easy to get accepted to this university that we're talking about. University of Colorado. It ain't easy. Some of those kids, they had to relax some of the requirements to get some of these kids in here. Some of those kids have extra tutors. Some of those dogs that are coming in here, they need their tutor to move into the dorm with them. This is not a relaxed curriculum by any means at all. This curriculum is hard body. If you think I can't pronounce names right, I guarantee you some of those textbooks, it's hard to decode. Macbeth ain't the same at this university. Moby Dick is a big dick. This university, I'm telling you, it's not an easy university to go to school at. And you have to maintain the grade in order for you to stay on this football team. So football is not their first priority. So that's why you see a lot of them, a lot of them don't have that thing in them. Good afternoon, CT Glenn 1. So a lot of these kids are privileged. They do have that privilege. So they're going home to nice homes. They're going home to mom and dad driving nice cars. And they have their own cars. They have what they need. Okay? The kid that knows he got to go back home to that roach-infested house is trying to stay on campus so he can get that nice food. If I need to go all the way there, I can go all the way there. The kid that needs that NIL money to send money back home is not transferring. It's the reality that we're dealing with here. You know a dog by his bark. The way he moves. A dog is going to bark hard. A hungry dog barks even harder. And a lot of those kids in that house or in that room, in that locker room, were not hungry dogs. They may consider themselves dogs, but they were not hungry dogs. And Coach Prime was looking for some hungry dogs. He said it. I need a single parent. I need somebody with a single parent house with food stamps trying to rescue their mom. Yo, thanks for the super chat, CT Glenn 1. Appreciate that. So I don't want to get into the whole idea of daddy raised them, mommy raised them, because then we start getting into a whole nother conversation. I just want, like, when there are some homes, there are lots of homes where single parents are raising these kids and they're still hungry for that. Let's play a little bit of the interview and then we'll come, let's keep talking about this interview. We got 7 more to go, guys, to reach 5K. We're almost there. 7 more for 5K, 5,000 subscribers. We're almost there.
If you live in New York and you
So YouTube, if you're hearing all of these audio, because I've had a couple of videos where CBS and all of those people, they've been flagging my videos. Like, yo, this is copyright material.
Edison or PSG&E customer, don't skip this YouTube app.
The question now is about the message here.
To compete. I just want you to compete. And give it your best. And work your hardest. You have a dream of taking care of mama or retiring the dad or taking care of the family, and you're not investing in it the way that you should if that's your dream. I'm not built like that, man. You know, where we come from, you want it. You got to have it. It's no ifs and buts about it. Your goal and your vision and your desire for what you want. And that's the like-minded people that I need. Not only on the football field, in the whole program. When you've lost this long.
So, let me please play that part. So,
there's a spirit.
You're hearing this, right?
Of just complacency amongst the building. And I don't play that. I don't deal with that. I'm not complaining. Where we come from, you want it. You got to have it. It's no ifs and buts about it. Your goal and your vision and your desire for what
you guys can hear this, right? This is what we're talking about. Y'all can hear this, right? Let me know y'all can hear this.
And that's the like-minded people that I need. Not only on the football field, in the whole program. When you've lost this long, there's a spirit of just complacency amongst the building. And I don't play that. I don't deal with that. I'm not complacent. I'm not idle.
When you've lost this long, there's going to be that spirit inside of you. That's what I've been spazzing on. When you go 1-11, guys, there's that spirit that gets inside of you. How many of you out there, you tried to start a business and it didn't work? You tried again, it didn't work. You start doubting yourself. How many of you out there, this is not your first rodeo? Do you know how many things I've tried before I got to this channel? Something happens with the human spirit when you lose so many times. The human spirit is not built to handle so many L's. When you get so many L's, when people are talking about you, when you stink, people say you smell bad. When we Africans, when we come here and we haven't learned about deodorant, People say, dang, bro, you smell like BO. Because they can smell you. So I can't get mad at somebody saying, bro, you stink. Oh, my bad. Let me learn how to use some deodorant, man. My bad. Where we come from, we all smell the same. So we're not worried about this, okay? So when we come here, the BO's gonna come out. That's because you can smell it, because you're doing something different here. We're not worried about that where I'm from. But I'm saying that to let you know that that's what happens, man. When you lose so much, it gets inside of your DNA. It gets inside of your subconscious. That's where everything crystallizes and you start believing it. If your parents told you that you were no good for a long time, you'll start believing that stuff. These kids are online. They're on social media. Okay? They're on social media, and every time they lose a game, they hear about it in droves. Everybody tells them about it. So it's not like they're coming off that field and somebody's encouraging them, oh, guys, keep your head up. Nope, the coach just got fired. So, you just lost your coach. Man, y'all stink. And guess what's worse? When your own fans start turning on you. Do you know how bad it is when your own people turn on you? Do you know what it feels like for your own people who are supposed to be here cheering for you, who paid money to come up in here to cheer for you? When they turn on you, do you know, have you ever felt that shame? Have you ever felt that weight on you when the people that come for you start going against you? How many of y'all invited people on your Facebook page? And you started realizing a lot of those people that you invited on your Facebook page don't support you, or they start sending subliminal messages. And you're sitting there reading it, and you know it's a situation that you were in, and you're like, why does this sound so familiar? When the people that you invite into your own life start telling you that you ain't no good, do you know that feeling? When you invite people to your own social media page, Facebook was for invite. So you had to click, yes, accept. So you invited 5,000 people, 1,200 people on your page. And guess what? You started a small business. And guess what? You said, hey guys, I'm starting this thing. Who wanna support me? How many likes did you get on that? Not a one. You got 5,000 people in your network, and now nobody want to support what you're doing. That feeling sucks. I'm at the game. I got footage, and I'm sitting there. I'm at the game, and I'm recording. I will play some of that for y'all later on. Not on this stream, but later on. I'm at the game, and the students there, when you do something bad, they say it right away. Oh, boo! Get him out of there. How many times did these kids hear that? 11 times. They went 1-11. They didn't just hear it from the opposing team. The opposing team and their guests joined together to boo them. You got to understand what that does to your brain. Every single game you're losing. Y'all lost your coach. Y'all stink the place. Y'all lost your coach. So now they're going from all of that and coming, and Coach Prime is here. And Coach Prime has to undo that. That doesn't just happen in one season. That kind of mentality doesn't happen in just one season. Because you're going to remember, something's gonna remind you of the L's that you've been taking. When we really need you, it's not gonna be in there. You're gonna have to reach inside. You're not gonna be in there. It's not gonna be there for you to grab. Because when you need something hard, it's gotta be in your subconscious already. Winning has to be in there already. When you're going through a hard time, you're gonna have to reach inside to grab that thing to get through that situation that you're going through. So you need a testimony. You need something inside of you to say, I've been through this before and I know how to handle this situation. And that's why winners win. It's not that winners don't go through things. Winners are always going through the same thing you're going through. But you know what sets the winner apart from you or your loser mentality is the fact that they can reach inside and pull something out that said, no, I'm not a loser. This is just a situation. I know how to win. I'm going to win. I don't care how it looks right now. I don't care that we're down by 55 points. I don't care that it's 2 minutes left. Travis Hunter is thinking, bruh, we can still come back. He's on the sidelines like, bruh, just throw me the ball. Travis Hunter is on that sidelines like, yo, just throw me the ball. We can win. I know we can win. It's 2 minutes left. Just keep throwing me the ball. Those are the people that Coach Prime wants. He wants people to say, there's 2 minutes left, but dog, we can win this. Bro, just throw me the ball. Every time we get the ball, throw it to me. Coach Prime needs 11 of those times 2. 22 of those. Once he gets 22 of those players, you will see Coach Prime walking differently. Coach Prime has now walked the way he's supposed to walk because the kids that are in that locker room are not running. They're not going where they need to go. Bruh, I'm telling you, once you see that happen, it's going to change. We're talking about this interview, guys. We're almost there. We're almost at 5K. We've come a long way. BWB, we're growing. We're international. Coach Prime and his family, they know about BWB. They know we out here now. You're part of this community. They know about us. We cheer. We need 4 more people to go 5K. 4 people to subscribe to the channel. So if you're watching, you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Help this channel grow. This is where we at right now. 4,996. We need 4 more. So BWB, guys, hit the like button. If you haven't hit it, if you in here, you got here, you didn't hit that like button, hit the like button on the stream. Let's get people in here. All right, guys, I'm ready to invite somebody who wants to come on here. Any coaches want to voice their concern? It's free to subscribe. It's definitely free to subscribe. All right, guys, who wants to come in here and voice their concern? I can keep going, man. I'm telling you. I got that tailgate video coming. Surfer Boy, where's Surfer Boy? Surfer Boy, you want to come in here? invite Surfer Boy. Yo, grind to shine. Say he's about to subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Tanya K Green, what up? What up with you? Yeah, man, I'm going in, Tanya. I'm going in. I have to. Any coaches in here that want to come on? I want to hear from coaches. Any coaches in here? Any high school coaches, previous college coaches in here? I want to talk to any football people in here. Let's talk football for a little bit. Any football people in here want to come on? Let me give my voice a rest because we got to celebrate tonight at 9:00 my time for that 5K. We about to smash 5K in the mouth. Okay, for sure. Yo, sir, is that Surfer Boy? Surfer Boy 3000. You want to come on? Everybody's vouching for you. We are 5K. Oh, good grief! We hit 5,000 subs, guys. 5,005. We on 5,005, guys. Salute to BWB, the strongest community with this Coach Prime universe. We have 5,005. Yo, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everything y'all do, man. For sure. 5,005, guys. We did it. 5,005. Smash that like button. 5,005. Salute BWB. We're gonna be the strongest people at the games. If you go to the game, you're gonna have BWB represented in the stadium. I guarantee you. BWB. I don't know that anybody else has an identity in that stadium, but we got an identity. All right, we're not ashamed to say we are bandwagon buffs, but that's who we're gonna be. Yo, I appreciate it, yo. Surfer Boy 3000, I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody that subscribed. You guys are wonderful. Yo, let's take some questions. Let's take some conversation. Let's go. Who wants to come in here? Any coaches? Any football people? Any football? Is that the thumbs up? Is what? Does that mean you're a football person? You want to come? Akila Smith, you want to come in here? You want to talk football? Any football people know what's going on. Anybody that works in recruiting that wants to come and talk recruiting. I'm a high school coach in Jacksonville, Florida, but I'm in class right now. But I'm listening though. We got teachers in class. That's what's up. People be listening like a podcast. Like I need to start a podcast. They give you shout outs from the football team for sure. Yes. Oh, BWB, we was out there. So Bucky knows about us. Shador, Shador was like, yo, BW bandwagon bucks, yo. That's funny. It's funny, but even the victory and champion, they was like, yo, that was that. They said BWB is hard. They want to tattoo BWB on their stomach. So they know about us. They know bandwagon buff. They're chattering about us. So they know we out here. So when they come out here, they know we talk that real talk here. We talk about everything here. If I'm talking about God or I'm talking about Coach Prime's his character, we talk about it all here. It's not just football. Val said you have a very dynamic keeper. Please keep up the very okay. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Yo, that new intro. Yeah, that video. Yeah, so the club member Jenna G was like, yo, Harry B, you got to put that video on your intro. So that's why I did it. So shout out to Jenna G, our club member. Very supportive. Been in the at TLP hot tips for TLP Sports Club. That's the email. Hot tips for TLP Sports at gmail.com. Let me type it in the comments here so you guys can have it. Hot tips for TLP Sports at gmail.com. You guys should see it right there. Hot tips for TLP Sports at gmail.com. So yeah, man, if you guys get any tips, send me any tips that you have. And yeah, Zico is good. Zico's for sure. Zico is good. Okay, so another situation that we want to handle, guys, is we got a couple of parents who's been in the media and they've been talking and they're saying that, you know, the way that Coach Prime is handling business, they don't really like it. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about the parents that are talking? Like, is the whole parents? Are you a parent with a student? I don't know if anybody want to say that they're they're one of the parents, but if you got a student in college and they're going to sports, what are conversations that you guys are having? Because I understand that sometimes the parents, there's a different type of conversation that's going on. Parents are worried about their kids. So parents are worried about their kids, and the kids they're trying their best. Okay, we gotta look at that viewpoint. They're trying their best. If you're not a dog, you're not a dog. But there are programs for everyone. There are schools for everyone. So you can go to a smaller program. This program is just on a whole nother level. So I don't know that every school is for everybody. Georgia is definitely the SEC team. They don't take everybody. The SEC team don't take everybody. Georgia Bulldogs, they don't take everybody. So why should Coach Prime? Coach Prime got to look out for Coach Prime. So yeah, for the person that said Coach Prime is all about himself. That's I touched on that earlier. Coach Prime is all about himself. I'm like, when the plane is going down, the first person to put on their mask, it's got to be you. You got to understand that if there's an emergency situation in a plane, you got to put on your mask first because dead people can't help nobody. A lame duck coach can't help nobody. When they're talking trash about him and he can't do nothing, he can't get no boosters to do nothing about the university. When he's a lame duck, that means lame duck presidents. If you're about politics and you heard about lame duck, that means none of your policies are about to go through. That means that you're pretty much out the door. You are a lame duck. You just lay down here and wait for your term to be over. If you are a lame duck coach, I don't care how bad you were when you came into this door. Once you are determined a lame duck, you can no longer put any policies out anymore. You're done. So how is a lame duck coach going to be helping anybody? I'm not saying Coach Prime should be selfish. I'm just saying you got to understand that Coach Prime has to look out for himself. The university is looking out for the interests of the university. Coach Prime has to first look out for the interests of Coach Prime. So at the end of the day, the person saying Coach Prime is all about himself, first of all, we know that's not true because he's putting cameras there and he's giving you an opportunity to shine. So if you're saying Coach Prime is only about himself, but yet he got the camera on you and he's saying that I'm going to create NIL deals for you, then how can he be for himself? It doesn't make sense, or make it make sense to me. The guy's here and he's saying, look, use me, use my name. I'm going to put you on camera. If you shine, everybody's going to be on you. You guys know that Courtney is now a star, right? Even though he's a detractor now, you guys know that he's a star now. So Courtney can now get NIL deals. Did you guys know that? Because now that Courtney is in the media and everybody wants to interview Courtney, now Courtney has NIL valuations. Now he can go make a deal because he spoke out against Coach Prime. That makes him popular. So now Courtney can now go. He doesn't even have to play football anymore. Go start your YouTube channel. Use the leverage that you just gained from using Coach Prime and go get NIL deals. You can get on the team and you don't even have to start. All you got to do is just talk about that coach. Be like, this coach, I don't know what he's doing, and just put the camera on him. You're good. Right, he's playing. You got to know how to play the game. Coach Prime made room for you. I don't know how many of you guys are artists here. How many of you guys are musical artists? When you get signed on a label, it's not the label job to do everything for you. When you get signed onto a label, you still got to put the work in. The label is the brand. You can say, yes, I'm signed to Rock Nation, or I'm signed to Bad Boy. I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, please don't say that. I'm signed to Young Money. But it's still up to you to do the work, to promote yourself, to go out there and hit the ground running and still grind out. Coach Prime is the label. I don't know why these kids don't see it. Coach Prime provided an opportunity for you. You see him winning. He's showing you the blueprint to win. But what you want him to do is to hold your hand. You guys hear the label people, the label owners, Jay-Z and them always saying, bruh, I put you on. I gave you the Rock Nation chain. All you had to do was go do the work. Say whatever you got to say you rocking with Rock Nation, and you can win. You don't expect me to sign you and then hold your hand and be carrying you everywhere. You don't expect me to walk you through every club. You're not expecting me to go and hold your hand and take you everywhere. I ain't got that kind of time, bro. You're just another artist on this label. I ain't got the kind of time to be pampering you. You're just another player on this team. I barely know your name. I'm here to change the culture. I ain't got time to be saying, hey guy, how you doing this morning? I can give you high fives, but it's up to you. Why don't these kids get it? Bruh, just for those kids to say my name, I'm saying, hey, please give me a shout out. Give me a shout out and shout out my constituents. Shout out my club members. We're BWB. And they do that. I put that out. And now other people see that and they're like, wow. Shador said BWB. There must be about something. You're in there. You're in the presence of greatness. You're attached to greatness. And you don't know how to leverage your attachment to greatness? You a fool. Am I right or am I right? You don't know how to you don't know how to leverage your attachment to greatness? Do you know how many of people that will go out there and they'll be like, yo, I know the cousin, I know Jay-Z's cousins, aunts, nephews, uncle. Are you serious? You are in there and you don't know how to use your attachment or your association to Coach Prime with his greatness and everything that he's doing. Do you not know that he's the hottest thing spinning in college football, period? If you don't know that and you don't know how to leverage that, then it ain't nobody's fault. Then you lost. You lost. I'll be going everywhere in the town. Hey, grocery store owner, I play for Coach Prime. You got anything you want me to do for you? You want me to hold this sign right here? You got $100 for me? Hey, Mr. Banker, I play for Coach Prime. Guess what I can do? I can go to my YouTube channel and I can say your name. I can say such and such bank. And Coach Prime's player. Am I right or am I right? Like, come on. Anybody that tells me that Coach Prime was for himself, they don't understand business. You don't understand business. Because you didn't know how to leverage, your opportunity. You think people pick schools? You think people pick schools for no reason? You think people don't want to go to Harvard because of the name and the brand of Harvard? We all playing the leverage game. When you go to the club and you know the DJ, the first thing you do when you get to the club, what do? You'll type it in there. What is the first thing you do when you get to the club if you know the DJ? You don't do that Nazi sign? You don't throw your hand up? You don't let everybody know that you know the DJ. You don't let everybody know that you're the guy that's in here, the man spinning the records, I know him. He's my guy. You don't let everybody know that? You go to the booth. You make a beeline to the booth. That's right, Tom Rose. So that's what I'm saying. So if we're all playing the leverage game, if we're all doing the leverage thing, everybody does it, no matter what. Okay? If I worked at a prestigious organization, all right? If I work at a prestigious organization, if I work at IBM, you know what resumes are for? That's what resumes are for. You know what these kids are going to say when they're fat like me? You know what they're going to say? Oh, yeah, I played for Coach Prime. Even though they jumped in that transfer portal, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where they end up. Oh, their Al Bundy story? I played for Coach Prime. Am I right or am I right? I play for Coach Prime. They're going to be telling a story all the time about how they play for Coach Prime. So you telling me that you don't know how to leverage that now? I would rather ride the bench for Coach Prime. That's if he didn't tell me to jump into the transfer portal. I would rather ride the bench for Coach Prime than ride the bench for an irrelevant team. All day. I would be that African kid running everywhere, and Coach would be like confused. Is he the water boy? Is he going to go get water? No, Coach, he's one of the players. He just runs everywhere. He just runs everywhere. He just runs everywhere because he wants it so bad. He's from Africa. He said he's not going back to Africa. The first day he would tell you, he said, Coach, my brother, I'm from Liberia, but I can't go back. My man, we got nothing over there. I got to stay here. So anything you do, you want water, I go get it. Okay? The ball goes out of bounds, I go and go get it. Even though you have people on the sideline for that. My man, I go and go get, I running to go get that ball. I'm here. I'm staying here, you ball. Hey, Yaka. I'm not going back home. The first day, I would tell all the coaches, I would have a coach meeting. I would plan a meeting. I'm having a coach meeting. All the coaches, I need you to gather. I'm him. My God, I am him, oh. You want him? I'm him. I'm here for you. No matter what you need, I am here. I'm not going anywhere. Anything you do, I cannot go back home. So anything you do, anything you need, let me know. So there ain't gonna be no problem. There ain't gonna be no Harry B getting caught or thrown in the transfer portal. You can't do that because I'm running everywhere and I don't care. I'm running everywhere. So they can't let me go because they're like, no, I need his heart. If all we gotta do is just let him learn the plays and let him figure out how to do this, that's all he gotta do. Oh, let's teach him how to play. You can't buy that kind of heart. You cannot, that kind of energy, this energy that this kid has, he's running everywhere. You can't buy that. So the fact that he has that dog energy, let's teach him how to play our game. And it's a wrap. Because as soon as I know how to play the game, I'll be the coach's favorite. I didn't see that in a lot of these kids. I did not see that in a lot of these kids at all. I couldn't make this a video. I had to spaz on here on live. I had to spaz live on here. Because that's how you do it. Because with all of the creators, you guys watch out there. You know the creators that support Coach Prime. You know who your friends are when the crap hits the fan. Even though I'm not saying the crap has hit the fan, I'm just saying we know the process. BWB, we know the process. We know that there is a process in place. We've been following Coach Prime from day one when he says, jump into the transfer portal, I got Louis bag and I'm bringing my own bag. We understood that. There's a lot of people that did not understand that. So now, all of the people that got channels now that are just talking about, oh, this is what Coach Prime is doing, and they're realizing their views going up, and they're not necessarily supporters, they're always going to wait until something bad happens, and then their thumbnail is going to be, you see? You see what I told you? Bada boom. He's losing it. It's going down in flames. Watch out for that. It's happening. Harry, did you know that Arizona Cats had over 20 in the portal? Arizona 25, Cal 25. Okay, let's talk about this. This is one man against the world. Man, you by yourself? I'm with you. Make that two men against the world. I'm with you. All right, Harry B, did you know that Arizona Wildcats had over 20 in the transfer in the portal? Arizona Sun Devils had 25, Cal had 24, Oregon 29. Let me go back to this. Washington Cougars had 32. The Huskies 18. Yo, one man against the world. If you are a football person, come on, let's talk. I want to talk to some folks here. Who's on? Who wants to share screen with me? Who wants to come on here? Ole Miss had 31. Okay. Yes, one man against the world. That was dope information. I thank you for that. That's why I love this community. You guys are on it. So yeah, I mean, when you look in the media, what do you guys think about the Denver Post? I did a video about the Denver Post, but I don't know, guys. I'm not bullish on the Denver Post. They're a little skittish to me. I'm telling you, I told you I was gonna keep a tab on that Denver Post. Those people, I'm still watching them closely. All right. CU has the biggest target on their back. That's from U-Turn 1972. Listen, the target is there, but the target was created. So the target was there, and but the target was created. So when you put yourself out there, you're going to understand that people are going to come for you, which is fine. But then if you're so honest, right? If you are as open as Coach Prime, open doors, open door policy. I'm open. I'm giving you everything. Why are people being surprised now? Why are they surprised? Where is the surprise coming from? Why is everybody so surprised now? I don't understand it. Because he told you what he was doing. Now he's doing it. He said, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And he's doing X, Y, and Z. So then why is this surprise now? You know what it is? People are trying to lean a certain way. People want to lean a certain way because they want to keep their balance. They want to keep their balance. I'm still going to eat if you win. I'm still going to eat if you lose. A lot of these people are not friendlies. Not everybody's a friendly for sure. Not everybody's a friendly. What's going on out there in the portal? What's going on out there in the news world? Because right now I'm on. I don't have time to look on everything. So what's going on out there? You guys let me know what's happening out there while we're here. Let me cover some more things before I get up out of here, because we got a few things. You guys know we signed, like I did some shorts. And we signed, we got 3 people committed yesterday. If you guys saw the shorts, we got Brandon Gant, G-A-N-T. Brandon Gant is committed to coming. We got Derek. All right, guys. So I did the short. We got Derek. If you guys have heard anybody else that's coming, go ahead and put it in the comments, please. All right, so Derek McLendon is on his way. Coach Prime did tease a list. Coach Prime says, if you saw the list in the same interview, Coach Prime says, if you saw the list, Pat McAfee is now live trying to explain himself. What do you mean trying to explain himself? What did he say? What did he do? CU is using Coach Prime to make money. It is what you are saying, right? Well, everybody's using each other. That's easy. You don't hire a coach with a high profile. People hire high profile coaches for just that reason. So it's not a secret. Like, I don't know that anybody knows it's a secret that you hire the higher profile name so you can make money. You don't want to say make money or I'm using him to make money, but why would the Jets hire Aaron Rodgers? So that because they like him, right? Like, the Jets don't hire Aaron Rodgers, who's on his way to retirement, because they like him, because, oh my gosh, we just want to kumbaya. It's about money. It's business first. So yes, you hire a coach, you hire the high profile people to get you W's, and W's turn into money. It's just sometimes people don't want to have that conversation. They don't want to say what it is. It's easier. It's better for you to lightly tread and to say the right. You got to be politically correct here. The more politically correct you are, the better it is. Because if you say I'm using you to make money, that don't sound right. But if you say we're hiring the highest coach so we can win some games, that sounds better. But we know that winning some games turns into making money. Making money means that you get to sell more merchandise. You get to sell the boosters get back on board and start to donate more, because they start making more money from their different businesses because they're linked to the university. So if I can get a meeting with Coach Prime, that makes me, saying, if you are a high paying booster and you can get Coach Prime to go speak to one of your events, that brings in money for you. It's a game. We all playing this game to win. I would be remiss to sit here and say I wasn't doing the same thing. I'm not using Coach Prime NIL, his name, image, his likeness, to make money. Then that would be phony. That wouldn't be You will not be upfront. You will not be telling the truth. We're all doing it. Some creators think that they're better than others, but that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all doing the same thing. So I don't know why some people feel some kind of way. I like to put everything out there so I don't get bumps on my face. I don't get pimples on my face because I don't want to hide nothing. I want you to know what I want you to know what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. So okay, so any coaches out there, I'm doing the tailgate. I'm working on the tailgate video. That's the next video that I want to drop. I'm working on the tailgate video. We had a beautiful young lady, a little girl. She actually she's had a sign and she wrote it, and I'm going to show you guys that. But I'm working on the tailgate video. I'll be dropping that video at a later time. Hopefully, if not today, then I'll be dropping that video at a later time. But I got the tailgate video and I got the street interviews to bring to you guys. I know that it's, as the time passes, the information gets a little old, but I'm going to be dropping that soon. But right now, we got to handle this whole transfer portal situation because this is the hottest thing everybody's talking about right now. Any news out there? Anybody want to share news that they learned so far? You guys have to email hottipsfortlpsports@gmail.com. Chevy is giving everyone the... All right, guys. Any questions? Anybody has? I got some more news. We have a legacy of innovative vehicles, and for everyone who wants assurance, there's a Chevy dealer nearby. EVs for everyone, everywhere. CB hit the portal. Who is CB? Why are you still working out after the spring game, bro? You're not gonna take a vacation? Not yet. All right, guys, we're gonna go back to the interview so I can tell you guys.
The big question now is about the coach.
Kamani McLean, the guy that we got coming to from Florida as well. He's a dog. Y'all just don't know what we have. Okay. Just complacency amongst the building, and I don't play that. I don't deal with that. I'm not complacent. I'm not idle-minded. I'm a mover. I'm a shaker. I can't. If I sit still too long, I'm gonna fall asleep. I got to move. I got to go get it. That's the way I live. And I want players of that mindset and that thought process as well. A lot of people talk about they want to go to the pros, but they're not willing to do what it takes to get to that level. And I want those people that are willing to do what it takes to get to this level. And this ain't just happened.
Everybody wants to say they want to be a Lion until it comes time to do what Lions have to do, I think is the old poster that's in like every single coach's office that I've ever walked into. How long do you think this is going to take, this whole process, to get your people? Because obviously the transfer portal, you have been very open about it. You've been very successful with the transfer portal. I believe every time you speak publicly, I think you win people over into the transfer portal more for your program. How long realistically, now where you're at and what you know now, do you think that whole process takes to change a culture and get your people in there?
We already know what we got coming in. Y'all just don't know what we got.
Okay. Good. I understand.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about Pat McAfee? Would you say he's a supporter or he's neutral? How do you feel about this guy? Y'all type it in there. How do you feel about this guy? Because the way I feel, this is how I feel about this. I feel like I think he's a reporter. I think he's in a space, but I don't know how this guy will. I don't know how people, people are with you or are for you when you understand, when you have controversy. So Akila said, I think he's teetering the line. That's how I feel too. I think he's neutral. He's one of these reporters, or he's one of these channels. The way he talks. No, I know Marie. I know he supports Coach Prime, but the way he talks it's Pat loves Prime. Okay. All right, so I'm getting some people say he's kind of on the line. Some people say he loves him. He's a fence jumper, tries too hard to be down, but his team not invited to any functions. I saw the interview and my thoughts are he's questionable. Yeah. I don't know. It's like you can tell, like, for some reason, like I got this weird feeling about this guy. I've seen a couple of interviews, and Coach Prime keeps showing him love because obviously Coach Prime likes this guy. Because I believe this is the first, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but he's the first interview that Coach give him after the spring game. Excuse me. With the exception of his YouTube channels and Uncle Neely and all those other people. But I feel like for you to get the first interview, you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? For you to get the interview, like Coach Prime really has to like have you in high regards for you to get that first interview. So Coach Prime likes this guy, and he has a really big following, 2.19 million subscribers. So he has a strong support system. So yeah, Surfer Boy, we got a link up. Hey man, I'm up for discussions all the time. Let's play more of this interview, guys.
Hey, we already know what we got on the way here, baby. They probably at the airport right now. They already know what we got coming in. They just don't know. It's no way that I could put new furniture in this beautiful home if we don't clean out the old furniture. And that's not.
So the old furniture is being cleaned out. I mean, hey, Coach is going to say what Coach has got to say. Coach is going to say he's honest, and the way that the thing is he's brutally honest. Okay, he is brutally honest, and he puts it out there. He lets them know. But I don't think that Coach Prime has ever let anybody in the dark. Hey, this is not coming. If he tells you it's coming, then it's coming. He says we're coming, and when he's here, then everybody's surprised. So there's no surprise here that he says he's coming. I'm gonna keep playing some more of this. Hey, YouTube, I know this is Pat's footage or his interview, but this is fair use. This is a response to this. Okay, this is a reaction video.
I did not expect that. Hey, it's good furniture. Hey, it's good furniture. Never won any awards for any like home good stuff.
It's great furniture. A lot of people love it, and a lot of people gonna love it. You know, but that's not what we want. That's not what we desire. But the thing about it, I don't want people to think it's just the product on the field. And kids got to realize that we told them we told them often as possible. When a whole coaching staff gets terminated, who do you think is next?
Yeah, that's real life.
Like this real life. It's no takeover in this business world that
that's transfer portal. Wow. Oh, it's Switzer, sorry. Yeah.
Hey, it's no takeover in this business world that you don't provoke. It's not change being made. Change is being made at every business opportunity in this country. I mean, when someone takes over something new of standard, they make changes, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that.
Yeah, you got it.
So, I mean, I like this guy. I like Pat for the simple fact that he's a straight shooter. He's a straightforward guy. Okay. Somebody said, who said that he's going to be invited to the barbecue? All right, he's cool. He's going to be invited to the barbecue. But I like the fact that he's a straight shooter, and I'm cool as long as the energy is cool. If the energy stays the same, then I'm cool. I'm like, okay, if you keep that energy, then I'm cool with you. But the thing that I don't like is people who change their energy midair. When you change your energy midair, then where you landing? Where are you landing if your energy changes midair? Because your real friends are going to show up doing controversy. Your real friends don't show up when things are going right. Nobody has faith when things are going right. That's not how faith works. Faith only works when things are not going well. Then you got to believe. But a lot of these media people that are showing love right now, I want to see them when there's controversy. when things are happening. Because what has to happen is your media friends have to come to your rescue when things go down so that people can see. That's why when you're watching television or you're watching Fox News or any of the other things, when something happens in the media, they go grab those people from those communities and say, "Here, come and give us a confirmation that we're down with you." If you guys understand what I'm saying. That's why you grab certain people to come and give their voice. So hopefully that the media, the people that are, that he's supporting right now, hopefully they'll support him if anything was to go down. No matter what it is. I don't know. I'm not prognosticating that something's going to go down. I'm just hoping that these people are going to stay the same when something goes down. So that's if you don't have support when something goes down, then that means that those people were not your true friends to begin with. That's just how it goes down. That's just how this stuff works. So Coach Prime is doing what he has to do. We got a lot of things going through the transfer portal. We're waiting on that list. Coach Prime said there is a list. There are a few people that have come through. We're signing a few people, and we're going to find out whatever list that Coach Prime is talking about. If there is a list and those kids are going to sign, we're going to hear about them in the near future. So hopefully that happens real soon. Coach Prime is an elite salesman. I just think he's selling Wolf tickets to the CU fan base when he says CU is winning in year one with that schedule. What is your idea of surferboard? What is your idea of Wolf tickets? I'm sure that's a terminology that I'm not privy to. What is Wolf tickets? You mean he got a bridge to sell? He got a bridge to sell. Lou Chapman, thank you for the super chat. So does Coach Prime has a? I don't know that he has a bridge to sell. Confidence comes in many ways. If you have faith in yourself, it comes in many ways. If you don't think something's going to happen, you can doubt yourself. But if you don't doubt yourself, then you got to remind yourself that this is going to happen. And then you got to say it out loud. Coach Prime is saying it out loud. I'm going to win. What does it take for you to win after you say it out loud? You got to go through the motions to win. So if he's saying it out loud, I'm going to win and I'm going to win now, then I don't know that he's selling Wolf tickets to the fan base because he's very confident that he's going to win. You'll see evidence of that by him getting rid of the people that he doesn't think he can win with. So I don't know if you're doing something in your life and there's something that you want to accomplish. Do you say it out loud? Is that something that do you think it or do you say it? Do you believe it in your heart and just not tell anybody? Or do you just say, I'm going to win? And if you're going to win, then what do you do? If you don't believe you're going to win, then it's another thing to believe you're going to win and then to say it that you're going to win. So if you say that you're going to win, now you're holding yourself accountable. Now you have to do something about that. Because you can believe that you're going to do something and doubt can creep in. But once you tell other people that you're going to do something, now you're holding yourself accountable. And those people are also going to be holding you accountable. It's a strategy. It is a strategy, and it's a strategy of faith. But you got to have the confidence for you to tell other people. You got to be confident enough and believe in your abilities enough for you to know that you're going to do something, but it's a whole nother level for you to tell the whole world that you're going to do it. Just test it out for yourself. Go to your Facebook and tell somebody what you're about to do. Go to your Facebook and tell somebody what you're about to go do and what you're going to do it, because now they're going to hold you accountable. And if it doesn't happen, the shame is going to be on you, or you got to hold yourself to a higher standard, or it's going to force you to do more. When you tell other people, it's going to force you to now put into place the things it's gonna take for you to accomplish that thing. And that's when it's out there, it's now hard for you not to do it. So that's what Coach Prime is doing. It's nothing. This is not anything new. People who operate on a very high frequency, they do this thing all the time. They first believe it in their heart. They convince themselves. And then they go through a process of telling somebody else so that person will hold them accountable and they can hold themselves accountable. And that's their process, and that's how they win. It's a winning mentality. It's not a mentality for everybody. It's not. Everybody cannot do this. Some people hold a little bit of doubt just in case because they've lost before. But when you are used to winning like Coach Prime, it's not a thing for you to say to people. When you're used to making proclamations and they're coming through, if you say I'm going to get signed to the Atlanta Braves or I'm going to get signed to the Falcons, I'm going to get signed to this baseball team or to this football team, and then it happens. If you tell yourself at 7 years old, Mom, I'm going to have so much money that you're not going to have to work another day in your life, and that happens, the more those things happen, the stronger your faith grows and the more confident you become that the proclamations that you make are going to happen. And then you feel more confident to say it. If you feel some kind of way that somebody says something, it's not up to you to believe. It's up to them to believe. It's up to Coach Prime to believe. So it is not, the thing that Coach Prime is doing is for Coach Prime. He's believing on the level that he's done it before. Coach Prime did not need us when he told his mom that he was going to make her rich, that he was going to be rich. He didn't need us. He did it. Coach Prime didn't need us when he said that he was going to get signed to Atlanta, when he was going to go to Georgia. He didn't need us to do that. He did that. Coach Prime tells us that I don't go by the ups and downs of the crowd. I don't give them my remote. Because 1 second they're up, 1 second they're down. If Coach Prime, if something was to happen and he doesn't win the way that he wants to win, he's not believing in himself. He knows how to make adjustments. So if he set out to win the Celebration Bowl and he doesn't win the Celebration Bowl, Coach Prime is not like a lot of us where we get down on ourselves. To him, he just doesn't win the Celebration Bowl. But to some of us, we may say we are losers. Coach Prime in his own self can never be a loser. He had a moment that he lost, but he's not a loser. That is the thing that he's trying to instill in these kids, to let them know that you may have lost 11 games and everybody may have been down on you, but I need you to get into your brain that you are not a loser. You just lost 11 games. Now let's go win 11 games. Let's go 11-1. Because if we go 11-1, the narrative changes. If you stay here and you go 11-1 with me, they change that writing for you. You change the course of history, and they start writing something different about you. That's what I want you to do with me. And if we do it together, we make history. If Coach Prime goes 11-1, he makes history early. He's trying to do that, but he needs the mentality to be there. Without the mentality, you're not going to do it. If you don't think you can do it and you're not confident enough to tell anybody that you can do it, then don't worry about doing it. I mean, you don't have to always tell people that you're doing something, because you get that, you invite negative energy. And especially if you haven't won enough, like Coach Prime, if you guys don't understand how much Coach Prime has won, the reason why poor people get poor is because they haven't won enough to even believe that they can win their next step. So rich people get richer because they've won enough, and they can believe that if they do something, it's going to win. So that's why they get richer. But the poor people haven't won much, and they can't bring themselves to a place to even believe that their next venture is going to win. That's why they get poorer, because their mentality changes. Inside of them, they start believing that they can't do nothing. That's why they get poor. The rich get richer because they believe that their next venture is going to win. Even though the last 27 failed, they believe that their next one is going to win. That's why they get richer. Because they're never in their mind, they never think that they are losers. They just think that this next venture is going to win. They never say, I lost that. They don't focus on losing the last venture. They just say, my next venture is going to win. Oh, but the other one didn't work. Okay, my next venture is going to win. Oh, but the last one didn't win. Okay, the next venture is going to win. That's the difference between a loser mentality versus a winner mentality. You just don't focus on the negative. You don't focus on what you lost. You focus on what you're going to win. And that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. That's why when I look at the Coach Prime, that's why when I listen to him, I'm hearing something different. I'm hearing something different from a lot of people, because a lot of people are skittish. A lot of people, they don't know how to put in their brain. It's hard for you to think on the level that somebody's thinking when they've won so much, because you can lose one thing and then at the end of the day, you're like, dang, I don't even know if I'm going to. You apply for a loan, you don't get it. The next loan, you don't have no confidence or no faith that you're going to get the next loan because somebody told you no. You're feeling like, oh man, because I just caught that L. I don't know if the next thing's going to be good. That's just how it works. That's how human beings work. It's hard for you to catch one L and get out of that L and go to a W quickly. So when Coach Prime does it, that's why I want you to know, there's this thing where we think that we are just like people the way that somebody thinks. We're not. Everybody's not the same. Somebody's thinking a certain way. Somebody is thinking a very specific way. Because it doesn't agree with the way that you think, it doesn't mean that they're crazy. Coach Prime sounds crazy to a lot of people. The reason why he sounds crazy is because they haven't been able to accomplish that at that level. But he has. So if you haven't accomplished the stuff that you want to accomplish, don't think because you haven't done it that he can't do it. Or don't think that because you haven't done something, somebody else can't do something. That's not how this works. Because you can't do it doesn't mean I can't do it. So, and you have to know, we all have to know, the reason why I follow Coach Prime, we have to understand, this guy has won so much that his faith muscle is so strong that he's lifting 500 pounds in the faith realm. Faith is the muscle that you have to work out. Faith is the muscle. You believing in yourself is something you have to work out every day. A lot of us don't work out physically, but faith is something you have to work on every single day. It's a muscle, just you train it just like you train your body. For you to believe something, for you to understand that you're going to get to a certain level, do you know how hard that is? When you've lost so much, you start a YouTube channel and it doesn't work. You're trying little ventures in your life. It doesn't work. Some of y'all are comedians. The first time you picked up the microphone, they booed you off stage. It didn't work. So you haven't told a joke in 10 years. Some of y'all are writers. The first time you wrote something, it was garbage. You dropped it. You left it alone. You've been trying to be an entrepreneur for years. The first time you tried, nobody bought any of your products. So you haven't tried again. You went right back to work. Mentality. Faith is something that you got to work out. You got to work at it. So if you try something, one work, and then you try the next thing, and then the next thing work. Next thing you know, your faith starts to grow. And then you start understanding how faith works. Once you understand how faith works, you feel confident of being in public, be like, yeah, I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win. You can be like Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. You can have enough faith in yourself and enough confidence in the fact that you have faith that it's going to work. And you can start telling people, oh, I'm going to win. I know the formula. I know the blueprint to winning. And you're going to win. Coach Prime does that. But make no mistake. This ain't for everyone. It ain't for everyone. I ain't telling you to go on Facebook and start telling people that you're going to do X, Y, and Z. I don't know if you're ready for that energy you're going to receive. It is not energy that somebody going to, I'm not talking about somebody commenting. I'm talking about the energy that you're going to receive. Because there's going to be some energy that comes after that. The fact that you open your mouth and you say something out in public, out there, right away, energy is going to come. The energy comes right away. If your faith is not ready to receive that energy, if you're not strong enough to get that energy, just know that energy can ruin you. That energy can destroy you. It creates anxiety. Okay? That energy can create depression, anxiety, a whole lot of things that you may not be ready for. So I don't advise anybody out there to start telling people what you're doing. Don't tell people what you're doing until you're ready. That's the one thing, because you're not ready for that. Sometimes some of us are not ready for that energy. Wait till you sign the deal. Wait till something happens before you go out there and you start telling people, yo, I'm about that. Nah, don't do it. Don't do it. BWB, you guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. Okay, anybody want to come on here before we end? Anybody want to talk, say anything? Want to come on here and share your thoughts? Finally, something we can agree on, Harry B. Totally agree. That's the first one? Hey, surfer. Man, I've been on here spazzing all day, and that's the first thing? Man, you are a hard cookie. Boy, you're a macadamia nut cookie. Prime haters so focused on 2023 is really finna be up in 2024 after having a full go. I can't wait till we get that first game in, boy. I can't wait till we put that whooping on TCU. Y'all don't know. Now you're talking on a level a lot of people not ready for. Oh man. We gotta say it, man. People gotta get on board. People gotta understand the mentality. Coach Prime is at a mentality that most people don't understand, and they're thinking that he's saying it, but because they don't believe it, they don't understand that he believes it. It's not up to us to believe it. It's up to him and whatever he's doing, his God and his faith system. It's a muscle. All right. Now, all of us we can't all fight the same people. Okay. You go to the gym, we're not all lifting the same weight. Faith is just that way. He believes that on a certain level. And if you don't believe on that level, don't do it. Don't say nothing. But don't think because Coach Prime is saying something and you're not on that level that he shouldn't say it. So Coach Prime is locked in. When Coach Prime went to the national title game in January, and you guys heard him saying, we got to get here. We got to get here. He was exercising the thing that's inside of him that gives him the ability and the confidence to say, that he's going to win. We got to get here. That is that affirmation. So Coach Prime is locked in. We not all of us are on that level. So let's not think that his W's or his L's are going to come from us. It's not coming from us. I'm glad it's not, because I'm not on his faith level. I'm not. And a lot of us are not. So I may get weary at times. I get weary at times just hearing him talk. I'm like, oh, please, Coach, I hope you're really in there believing. Good grief, Coach, you better be in there believe. Your faith better be strong, boy. You saying a lot of outlandish things that I can't believe, So anyways, it's not up to me. Okay. Any football people here? Any happy birthdays? Any happy birthdays? We want to shout out any happy birthdays? Anniversaries. I'm about to close this out. Any Standing strong on faith can move mountains. Yes. Mountains you can move. Faith is what you need to move in this world. You ain't got to be a religious person to apply the idea of faith. Cordell, like, Any news before I leave, so I can shout out any news that's happening before I leave. Anybody got news out there that's happening right now, so I don't have to go make a video about it. Anything happening right now? I'm calling 8-9 wins without the official roster. 8 to 9 wins. So 8 to 9 wins. That's a lot of the friendlies have that. Now I got to get back to work. All right, shout out Tom. Go have fun at work. I hope Cordell Stewart joins the coaching staff eventually. I don't know if Cordell should join the coaching staff. I don't know about that one. The level of confidence, toughness, project building isn't new. They got scared because he's giving you a first-hand look at how he's building this program. Change is necessary. Yeah, man, not everybody's going to be on board. So that's why you can't share everything with everybody, because some people are just not on that level with you. So you got to be very careful who you share your fire with. There's a lot of firefighters out there. So be very careful. That's why I always tell my siblings, don't put that stuff on Facebook. I don't want to see that crap on Facebook. Don't put that out there, because you don't know. You're not strong enough to put out that fire. The fire is unseen. The energy is unseen. A lot of people don't understand that the energy is not a physical energy. It's energy that comes without you knowing. And you can get depressed without even knowing why you're down. So if you're not ready, if you're not on that level, that energy comes and you don't understand why you're sleeping so much. You don't understand why all of a sudden your mood just changed. You can't put your energy out there. That's right. There's a lot of firefighters. Don't put your fire out there so you can have somebody extinguish your fire. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about, because tell your best friend that you're about to start a new business and look into their eyes how they respond. And that's how you know. You tell people, you go out there and you put your energy out there, and you're thinking that people should be excited just like you're excited because you're about to start this new venture and you're about to step out there and do this new thing. And people don't respond the way that you were thinking that they should respond, and all of a sudden you start feeling depressed. Harry B, who you got in the Champions League? In the Champions League? Help me out. What are we talking about? The Champions League. Fill me in. Unpack that for me. Because if we talking about football, we talking about the other football. Oh, I don't think that I watched the Champions League. Sorry, guys, I don't watch the Champions League. Yeah, I don't watch the Champions League. Anybody wants to come on here and voice your opinion? Y'all got a lot of comments y'all want to make, but nobody wants to show their face talking. Y'all see me out here showing my face. Oh, soccer. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking football, like real football, the Champions League. But I don't. Who do I rep in soccer? I don't rep anybody. I don't rep anyone in soccer. I haven't followed soccer. I haven't been following soccer because since I've been here, I'm ready to come on with you, bro. All right, so let's see. Let's see the invites. Let's go. All right, surfer. Let's see what the surf is. Bring speakers, moderators, or slashers into the studio. Send this link to your guest. You may also want to share instructions for your guests. You can have up to 6 people on screen. Okay, so they're saying that I can email. They said Gmail, email, or Messenger. All right, so I guess you're supposed to share your email with me so I can drop this for you. I can drop this link in there. Send me the hot tips for TLP sports at gmail.com. I think that's how it works. TLP sounds like Surfer Boy is a troll. Bring it. Hot tips for TLP sports at gmail.com. Yeah, if you're a troll, come on. Like, I don't think he's a troll. Let me go here. I don't know what I'm doing. No, you're right. I have no idea how to use this StreamYard thing. Nope. They know I ain't lying. Harry B don't know what he's doing. No, I don't know what I'm doing. You think I'm gonna be fake on here? You're right. How do I invite somebody to StreamYard? I got the link. I'm supposed to send the link to you. So let's see. Do I do it in private chat? Hold on. Okay, so let's see here. Comments. One man against the. Yeah, somebody said, Coach G says, Surfer Boy, bring your receipts. All right, so let me get let's see here. Where's Surfer Boy? Surfer Boy 3000. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna bring Surfer Boy in. Let me get the email going. Is that Surfer Boy still here? Where you at, guy? Coach Prom has receipts. You got to bring your receipts as well. All right, so Surfer Boy is not emailing me. I don't know his email, so okay, hold on. Here we go. Here we go. One second, guys. All right, here we go. Let's copy this. We're gonna email it. We're coming. We're bringing them on right now, guys. One second. All right, we're getting him on. I'm going to send him the link. And all you got to do is click on it, and he should be in here, and we can talk to Surfer Boy. All right, so the link is shared. Go ahead, click on the link, and you can come on and we can talk. Let me know you got the link, Surfer Boy. All right, anybody else can let me know. TLP hot tip for TLPsports@gmail.com. Drop your email if you want to come on here. If you got questions about Coach Prime, if you want to say something, Bandwagon Buffs, let's go. That's right. BWB. We in the building. All right, here we go, guys. We're bringing him on right now.
How's it going, man?
Yo, what up? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got a little bit of an echo. Let me see if I need to close out one of my windows here.
All right.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying to close out my YouTube.
For sure.
Okay, let me see. Now I don't see you.
You got a few
Okay,
fans.
yeah, I see you now. I see you now.
You got a few fans in the comments there.
Yeah, man. I got a few fans, right?
You're making a lot of friends in the
I love
comments
it,
there.
man. I love it. Hey, they called me a troll, man. I embrace that.
Okay.
I
So
embrace that.
are you a neutral or are you a supporter?
When you say supporter, what do you mean?
Well, there
Part
are
of CU football and Coach Prime.
yeah.
I'm an admirer of Coach Prime. I'm a Bulldog fan, man. I've been a Bulldog fan all my life.
Okay.
Now I became a fan of JSU when Dion was there, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of even probably people that are online now that are kind of maybe anti-JSU now, or probably pro-JSU a few months ago, right? And vice versa for people, like myself, right? I wouldn't consider myself maybe anti-Prime or Coach Prime or CU. What I've noticed is, there's just a lack of reality, right? I was telling a buddy of mine the other day, I think CU fans are just delusional, to be honest with you. And when I say that respectfully. For example, the University of Georgia, when we hired Kirby Smart, the first year we went 8-5. Now, he went 8-5 with a loaded roster, right?
Okay.
That Martin Rick left him. We added some 5 stars, right? We had a ton of 3 and 4 stars and a few 5 stars, but we started adding a ton of 5 stars, as you guys can see from the results that we've had over the last, 2 years back-to-back champions, right? But I just feel like, they're not giving Coach Prime enough wiggle room or enough runway to really be successful. Now, that's not their fault. That's
when you said they, who was they?
The CU fan base, and I call them Prime fanboys, right? And fangirls. I believe that, but it's not their fault, right? It's the fault of the person who's setting the expectations high, right? And that's Coach Prime.
Okay.
Right. So I'm just here, man, to keep everybody balanced, level-headed, whether you want to be or not. Because the reality is he's building a program at CU. And when you're building, you don't reach the top floor when you first start building the foundation. Okay. And that's what he's doing now, because he's getting rid of all the old CU players, right? So we can't say that even the performance for the year coming up is an indication or reflection on the team prior, because a lot of those guys are gone. Probably 90% of those guys are going to be gone here in the next 3 to 4 days. So I just feel like it's a cocktail, man, for I wouldn't say disaster, but for a lot of disappointment, a lot of letdown, because this is a fan base that's desperate. This is a fan base that hadn't won in 20 years, man. Cordell was the last hot thing that went through town there, right? And Salam with the Heisman Trophy. So, I understand that they're excited. You guys are excited because you guys are fan of Prime, Coach Prime, as well as you become fans of CU now. But I'm just here to to keep a level playing field, man, to keep it balanced. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'll be doing that in the future. I'll have a channel coming up pretty soon, and you guys will be able to sub and subscribe and follow me. Come give me all your comments. I want all the smoke. That's what I do.
Well, okay. So when you say delusional, right?
Yeah.
Because you just said they're delusional, but then you said Coach Prime. We're going off of what Coach Prime is saying. So are we delusional? Then that means he's delusional.
He's not delusional. He's a salesman.
Wait.
Right? He's a salesman. Listen,
he can't. If he's not delusional, then why you call us
not delusional? He knows exactly what he's doing. Right? He's a salesman.
Come out. Let's pause for a second.
Yeah.
You're saying you just said we're following what he said.
Yes.
We're believing what he said.
Yes.
But he's a salesman, but we're delusional to believe him.
Yes, for believing.
So that makes him delusional.
You can call it that. Was Jim Jones delusional? He was crazy, but he wasn't delusional. And I'm not saying Coach Prime is crazy, but what I'm saying is he knows exactly what to tell you guys. This was the perfect situation for Coach Prime.
Well, we shouldn't believe him, you're saying then.
Listen, this is the perfect situation for Coach Prime. When he left JSU, I would have jumped on the train myself. Look, it's a desperate program, 1-11, no hope, hadn't won in 20 years. I would have took the job too, right? But here's the thing. I would not have come in and treated this fan base the way he's done and hyping them up to the point where you've got all this hysteria. And then we know what's going to happen, man. Let's look at the schedule, right? Let's take a look at the schedule.
Okay.
I mean, I'm standing on 3 wins, man. I'm standing on max. Who is he going to beat? I say maybe he beats Colorado State. They traditionally have beat Colorado State over the last 20 years. That's probably one of the few wins they've had over this dry run they've had, right?
Was that the 1-11?
No, that wasn't the 1-11. They beat Cal that year, last year, right?
Well, do you have Cal on your list currently?
Thanks to MLC's acrobatic catch, right? And now he's gone.
But do you have Cal on your list now?
Do I have my Cal on my list now?
Do you have Cal?
As far as a win?
Yeah.
That's a struggle, right? I got a struggle. Here's what I got. I got wins, losses, and I got those. Within that, I got struggle games, right?
Why is it a struggle?
A struggle game means you're gonna have a hard time beating them, even though they.
No, I understand. I understand the terminology. I'm saying, but why? What is the receipt for the struggle? Their quarterback, their wide receivers. Let's go pound for pound.
I'm talking about team for team. This is a team effort, right? Here's what I'm looking at. You guys are gonna bring out a lot of good players through the portal. I'm not denying that, right? Where people are missing, right, is how quickly can these kids gel, man? How quickly can they get on the same page, right? The one issue that I think Coach Prime could have kept a lot of his players that he had from Colorado, because he had some dogs on there. There was a few dogs. There's always going to be exceptions to any situation, right? You could be on a losing squad, man, and have 1 or 2 dogs, right?
But is gelling only for Coach Prime? Because I like
for the team. For the team.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, because you're throwing a lot at me. Okay. And I love this conversation because people like you, right? When you talk, you're only talking from a standpoint of Coach Prime, but you're not talking for the other team either. It's almost like he has something to prove.
You're talking about the opponents?
Yeah, it's almost like he has something to prove, but they don't.
That's the premise of my argument.
But that's what I'm saying. But you're not telling me.
Have you seen the schedule,
dude? Have you seen my page?
I know you've seen the schedule.
Have you seen my videos?
I hadn't seen the video on the schedule.
I break down the whole thing.
Let's have an honest conversation, Harry, on this.
And that's what
that schedule. How many? Let me ask you this question.
I have done pound for pound.
I missed the video. How many wins you said you're gonna have this year?
How many wins?
Yes.
I have them for 8.
Wow. Who are they gonna beat?
Okay, I can tell you who they're gonna beat.
Okay.
But before I tell you that, right? This is what I want you to do.
Okay.
Because I don't want to miss this point right here.
Okay.
When people like you talk, right?
People like me. Who is that?
I'm not gonna label you a detractor yet, but you're sounding like one.
Hey, label me a troll, detractor. I'm good with it.
You're sounding like a DD, and you might be a triple D, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that yet.
If you're going low, I didn't say DDR. You were DDR, but
you're not. I wouldn't say you're unless you prove it to me here on this conversation, right?
Okay.
Okay. You might be a triple D because the reason for the the triple D, the delusional part comes with where it's almost like you don't like what Coach Prime is doing, or the burden of proof is always only on him and not the other people also. Because Cal is not looking too good. I have done videos where I tell you where Cal, they are under a lot of the video that I just put up about the grades. Cal's coach, a C.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think he went into the portal?
What?
Do you think Cal's coach went into the portal?
I don't want to answer that question yet. Let me get this out for you.
Don't
Don't leave this conversation. Don't leave that topic yet. Cal's coach is not even at the level where Coach's Prime is being written at. All right?
Okay.
Because what they said about Cal's coach is that he was the bottom person, the cheapest that they can get. Because they don't care about football that much.
Right?
Because they are
academic school.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you lay the argument out, what I would like for people like you to do, and when I'm only saying people like you because I like the fact that you bring a different perspective. I love talking to people with different perspective. As long as you can keep it professional, we all good, right?
No doubt.
But I want you to make it not delusional, where the burden of proof has to be on both people. If all of the sports writers, we know that the people that are the anchors of this stuff that we talk about are the sports writers. You agree, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So the sports writers are not writing what you're saying.
Okay. What are they writing?
They're writing that Coach Prime is better than Cal. They're writing that our transfers, we're the number one transfer. We got the number one transfer class this year, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
so, but they're not writing about that for Cal.
Something this year.
They're not writing about that for Cal. And then the other argument is gel. You're not saying Cal has to gel. It's almost like they've already glued up.
No. I never said they were already glued up. And
but if they're going to beat us,
we never got to the point. We never even got to the point where we said, "Hey, what are my 3 losses? I mean, my 3 wins for you guys."
Let's make it make sense. I want to stay right here with pound for pound.
Okay.
If we're going pound for pound, the things that gotta make sense, the sports writers, they get it right a lot of times. You and I can't talk without the sports writers. They have the insight.
Yeah,
we can talk. We can talk, but then we got to take the statistics that we get. We get it from the rivals. We get it from the on-threes. We get it from the ESPNs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but the sports illustrators, those who are writing the sports, those who have the inside track of everyone that's being recruited and being brought in, it has to line up. If it doesn't line up, and you're not saying that, the only burden of proof has to be, the only burden of proof is always on Coach Prime. Then I'm thinking to myself, so wait, what about them? Why are we losing? Because we got a gel. Why are they not losing? Because they got a gel. They don't have a Travis Hunter. They don't have a Shador, who is a Heisman hopeful.
Right.
They don't have who we have, but we're losing because we got a gel.
Who do they have, though? Who do they have?
Tell me, who do they have?
No, I'm asking you. You don't know.
I don't know their team. They ain't got us.
You don't know.
I did the math. Guess what? Guess who their quarterback?
Your math not mathing, man.
Guess who their quarterback is?
Who is it?
The guy that transferred from that 111 team from us.
Is he the starting quarterback?
Cornerback.
Oh, cornerback. Is he the starting cornerback?
That's all they got.
You don't know that.
Go look on their roster. That's all they got.
Look, listen. If he
just
listen. I'm a logical debater.
Fine.
So who do you transfer?
I got Travis Hunter. Who they got
for a position at Cal yet? You can't say he's going to be the starter.
But that's what I'm saying. But keep in mind, when I did that, the video that I did when it came to the people who were going to be, as far as who they got, as far as the sports writers are writing and saying these players are going to be difference makers for these teams. This team got this person, and this person out of the transfer portal is going to be a difference maker on their team. And guess who that person was? That person was the person that was leaving our team. So and guess who we got? We got a Travis Hunter who is a two-way player, and the person that's leaving us is going to go over there. So if you're telling me that they're going to beat us Then make it make sense to me. Then
That's where you're making a mistake. I never said Cal was going to be one of the losses, right?
but
I never said that.
I asked you. I said.
No, right. But
I said, are they beating them?
I asked you.
You said it's a struggle game, right?
Let's look at the schedule, right?
That's what I'm doing.
Your 3 wins could possibly be Colorado State, right?
Okay.
Possibly be.
So you're saying we're gonna get 3 wins only?
Yeah, 3 wins.
Copy that. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Solid 3 wins.
Lay it out.
So I got it's Colorado State, right? I got Cal, and maybe Oregon State. Or maybe take that back. Maybe Arizona. That's gonna be it. That's it, brother.
And that's based on what?
You look at the Pac-12 this year, right? Look at the quarterbacks that are in town, right? At each one of these schools. Even though CU has Shador, but Shador hasn't been proven at this level. He's new to the program. But these guys are bringing in, I think, DJ, and I won't pronounce his last name at Oregon State because I'll mess it up, right? It's too long. The guy that was at Clemson, they're transferred in. He's in the same situation that Shador's in, right, at Oregon State. But he's been playing in college football for 3 years now. So that's a toss-up, right? Cal, we don't know a whole lot about them. They're in flux. So that's an opportunity right there for Colorado to get a win. I think Arizona is another opportunity to get a win. Even though I got one of my homeboys, his kid plays on the team, and they're excited about what they're doing this year. I feel like Colorado could squeak one of those out right there. It could be a high-scoring game. But the rest of those teams on that schedule, USC, Oregon, Washington, brother, come on. Oregon State.
We're playing Nebraska at home.
It's a tough
We're going to
battle.
beat Nebraska.
Here's the thing. Let me talk about this. Nebraska, here's the thing.
We're going to beat Nebraska.
Nebraska is a place where you could get a 4th win, right? But it's a toss-up game.
Why?
Right? They're in the same situation you guys are in. Matt Rule is out there. He's recruiting just as well as Dion is. Right?
You would think that if he was doing that, it would be written about.
It's not being written about. He's not a charismatic character.
We're not talking about charismatic. Don't do that. Don't make that mistake.
Listen.
This has nothing to do with charismatic.
Sports writers write first what gets the most eyes. Can we agree on that? But
you're missing something.
What am I missing?
You're missing the stats from 247 Sports.
Okay.
When they say that you are a number 1 transfer class, they're not talking fluff because of your charismatic character. They're not talking about the fact that you have bravado. They're not talking about that. They're talking about we're talking about a recruiting service.
Listen, the volume of eyes that will watch and look at Matt Rule are nowhere in comparison to Coach Prime, Coach Deion.
What does that have to do with the stats?
Can we not agree on that?
That's not what we're talking about, though.
No, but listen,
we're talking about recruiting.
You're saying the writers are putting more focus. They're saying, okay, Colorado has the number 1 transfer class. Okay, great. Who's number 2?
Do you know why, though?
Why are they writing about him?
No. Do you know why they're number 1 transfer class?
Yeah. Coach Prime.
You're missing something.
I'm not missing anything, brother. Look. Coach Prime.
I'm talking about the quality of the transfer. I'm not talking about the fact that we got the players. I'm talking about the players that we got, the quality of the transfers. Because when they say you have the number 1 cornerback in the portal, that number 1 is based on statistical information from his previous playing.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's not just fine though. If he's the number 1 in the transfer portal, right? And we get him, if he went to a Georgia, guess what you would be saying? We just got a dog.
Oh, no doubt.
But Coach Prime never gets that from people like you.
Oh no. You listen. You had to say me. I told you he was getting dogs, right? I even in my comments I said
dogs can play.
He's getting dogs. Here's the issue. You're missing. You're missing the secret sauce that Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State have mastered. And it's just a time situation with Coach Prime. You got to have depth, brother. If you don't have depth, you got to have, if you're going to play against a Georgia,
on this channel.
Play against a USC, you better have not 1 dog at that position. You better have 3 or 4.
But I'm not missing that. I tell my constituents all of that. I got a video talking about that.
But
I
you
tell
just
them
said
that
all he needs is 22
I said
players.
our depth.
You said all he needs is 22 dogs. You said that in the comments. And then I comment, I said, hey, you need at least 44
How many
dogs.
people play on the field at the same time? How many people play?
22. Oh, it's 11. On 11, it's 22 total. So
So
listen.
and I've made a video saying the backup needs a backup, and that backup needs to be just as good as the backup. I'm on record for saying that. I got videos saying that. I'm just saying we need to make sure that
you're playing half of your games in high altitude, right?
That has nothing to do. That means that we got the advantage.
Yes, it does. You're not going to be
We
able
have
to
the advantage.
Listen, Travis Hunter is not going to be able to play both ways at high altitude at a consistent basis. I can promise you that. That's why
do you watch anime? Do you watch anime?
Travis, Coach Prime said himself, we're going to move Travis on the one side of the ball.
He didn't say that.
Yes, he did. You go back and look at some of the videos. I watch the videos as much as you guys do.
He said
and I pay close attention to him.
Himself said that he's practicing, he's learning to play so that he can
learn to play. Right.
Right.
He's learning to play.
So that he can when he gets on offense, they don't have to have any secret codes for him, so that the other team doesn't figure out how they're about to use him.
I can't see your comments, but in the comment stream, if anybody saw that, you don't have to step up and admit it. But if you want to put it in there, if we deal with honesty here. That's what they said. They're looking to put him on one side of the ball. Right.
Coach Prime is going to use him both ways. And he said, I'm learning. He said it out of his own mouth. I'm learning the offensive play so that they don't have a secret code like they had at Jackson State. So when they put me in and they're about to use me on a play, they won't have no hand signals. And then the other team can figure it out by the fourth quarter. He said that. Right.
Okay.
So that means that the conversation, Coach Prime bringing in Terrell Owens to help him out.
I saw that video.
And he also said
the comment about moving to one side of the ball was after the Terrell Owens video.
He's gonna move him there, but he is also on record saying that he doesn't gotta practice right now for the D because he can do that naturally. So we're working on him more so that he can learn the plays, but it doesn't mean that they're about to put him on offense.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be available.
He's gonna be on defense.
Yeah, he'll be available. He'll be available to play both ways if he needs him.
Absolutely.
Right.
But the thing that's starting to, it's irking me, right? I have to use that word irking, right?
I do that with CU fans.
That's cool. That's cool. I like it though. Because the thing is, when you bring receipts, it seems like it doesn't matter. Because I'm saying half of Dillingham, he's a new coach, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
So the Sun Devils, they got a situation. They got a quarterback situation.
Mm-hmm.
They got two people that have to figure out what they're trying to do.
They got to address it in the portal, like Coach Prime is doing.
Okay, so that's why it gets me excited. I love talking to people like you because that's receipts. I don't know if you want to receive it or not, but it's receipts. It's letting you know that we don't have that problem.
Here's the thing. You talk about receipts. Receipts, can we not agree that receipts are preseason ratings? That's a receipt, right? Preseason ratings, the power rankings, right? That's a receipt.
Everybody's saying that we're going to lose. So what
no, I'm talking about overall college football, right? That's a receipt. So that goes out, and that's who the writers that you depend on. 24/7. I'm not ESPN puts out
24/7 is not just a writer though. They are a recruiting service.
Right. But for the power rankings, it's ESPN that puts that out, right? And so they put Georgia at number 2 or 3. I can't remember exactly where they put us, but I'm happy about that because that's what we need to keep us motivated since we won so much with back-to-back championships. I mentioned that
You're trolling.
But here's the thing. That's a receipt, right? That's put out there, and they've done some research, and they've decided that, hey, we're going to put Ohio State number 1, right? We're going to put Bama number 2. We're going to put Georgia number 3 or vice versa on Bama and Georgia. Can't remember. I don't have it in front of me. But that's a receipt. That'll be held against the rest of college football and everybody on our schedule. That's a receipt. We're going to show that receipt to y'all, right? When we end up.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. Yeah. You're saying it's a receipt based on what, though? What are you receipting it for? You bought something. A receipt is when you buy something, you can show that this.
Yeah, okay. We're buying it. We're
Time out.
Georgia, we're buying it to stay motivated. We're buying
Time
it. We
out.
bought it already.
Time out.
It's too late.
What I'm trying to get at is you're saying it's a receipt. You can't just say it's a receipt. I'm saying if you're saying it's a receipt, the argument is based on something. I'm saying I'm bringing an argument to say we're not just gonna win, but we're gonna win because of X, Y, and Z. If you say we're only gonna win 3 games, we're not beating Nebraska. They have a new coach. Coach Prime is new, but he's from HBCU, so he doesn't count. Okay,
I didn't say that. You said that.
No, but I'm saying that this is the argument, right? Because you said 3 games.
I didn't say he came from HBCU. I think HBCU coaches can coach.
You just said Shador has not been proven at this level because he's from HBCU.
Yeah, I never said anything about Coach Prime coaching.
What?
I never said anything about Coach Prime coaching.
He's coaching HBCU. So then, based on his 2 undefeated, it seems like you're not giving it to Coach Prime, but you're giving it to Shador.
No, here's the thing.
Because he's undefeated 2 seasons.
Give me 2 minutes.
Bro,
he was undefeated.
Something is spelling right. Something is spelling right.
Listen, he was undefeated in the SWAC, right? 2 years in a row.
HBCU. Let's put that on the record.
No, not HBCU, because he lost in Celebration Bowls both times. So he wasn't undefeated in HBCU. He was undefeated in the SWAC. I got receipts. You can go look them up down.
That's not HBCU?
The MEAC plays against the SWAC and the Celebration Bowl. They're all HBCUs. They play against each other. The champion from the MEAC and the champion from the SWAC play each other in Atlanta at the Celebration Bowl. That winner is considered the HBCU national champion. Jackson State hasn't been an HBCU national champion since Prime has been there. Okay.
No, but I'm talking about Jackson State is not HBCU.
Yes.
So the experience, the players, the people that they play, their environment is HBCU, right? Their recruiting base is HBCU.
Well, the recruiting base is whoever's available, right? I mean, whoever they can
that's
get.
HBCU recruiting base. That's their budget and everything. That's HBCU.
What are you
I
saying?
just want to establish that.
What are you saying?
Let's go
back to your original.
When people talk about HBCU, they're talking about undersized, underfunded. They're talking about those things, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay, so I'm saying, so the experience, he's an HBCU coach, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to establish that because you just said.
Well, he's no longer an HBCU coach. He's a Power 5 coach.
He's not Power 5 until he plays it down. He's not even played no down yet. He's HBCU. Let's just make that straight.
Okay. Look, that's.
I gotta be technical with you because you seem like a technical dude. Because
let's see. Is he getting paid by Colorado right now?
He's not HBCU. I'm not gonna answer that.
You're right. He's not HBCU.
Listen, you said Shador hasn't been proven.
Right, the Power 5 level. At the Power 5 level. I said that.
But yet, Coach Prime is also HBCU.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been proven either.
If you want to look at it that way, no, he hasn't been proven at the Power 5 level. I didn't say that at first, though. That's what you're saying. You're saying he's not proven.
So how do you look at Matt Rule then?
Matt Rule was at Baylor. Then he went to Carolina. He screwed up in Carolina, but he was a great coach at Baylor. And before that was at Temple. He turned the Temple program around. He's got history at the Power. He's got history at the Power 5 level. Okay, but this is a new team, and then we talk about gelling. So it doesn't matter what he did over there, right? Because if his matter, then Coach Prime's got to matter because Coach Prime was undefeated, right? Yeah. Here's
both got to matter. It can't be one person matter, the other person doesn't matter.
Right. I think we're talking about two different things. Here's the thing with Matt Rule. Matt Rule even made the comment, right? And this is kind of what got under CU's fan base skin with him. Is he said, "Look, I'm not basically going to the portal and trying to unload my entire team that I had that was here before me. I'm basically bringing that team together, right? And we're going to take that talent, we're going to mix it in with a few other guys from the portal. But the core base of this team is going to be guys that were here last year, right? And that's different from what Coach Prime is doing. Coach Prime is doing a total remodel, going from the ground to tore the whole house up, and he's going to build it from the foundation, right? Going back to the argument of the SWAC, the HBCUs, here's the thing. People say, well, wow, Coach Prime he was 12-0 in the SWAC, or, 2 years in a row, SWAC champions. Listen, let's be honest. And listen, I attended an HBCU. So I'm not talking down on HBCUs. The thing is, when he came to the SWAC, Jackson State wasn't doing that hot, but the bar was not that high. You know, Southern wasn't killing it. You know, FAMU wasn't killing it. Bethune definitely wasn't killing it. Alcorn probably was the toughest team they were going to play all year, right? Texas Southern wasn't killing it, right? Grambling wasn't killing it. The difference when he comes to Colorado, he's coming into maybe a similar or worse situation in Colorado. And the teams in his conference, in the Pac-12, are reasonably, if not astonishingly better than the teams that were in the SWAC. So what do I mean what am I getting at? The challenge is going to be much tougher. It was going to be tougher anyway because he's coming to Power 5 from a SWAC squad, right? Because here's the thing. Coach Prime, to his credit, with his ability to be able to recruit, and that's why he was at Colorado wanted him. They wanted to recruit, right? Let's be honest. But his ability to recruit at Jackson State allowed him the ability to out-talent the other squads in that conference, right? When he got out-coached, he lost. And those are those two games in the Celebration Bowls. He got out-coached in both of those games because he had more talent in both of those games in Atlanta.
All right.
So you can't, here's what I'm going. You are not going to be, I don't care who he brings in. He can bring in the kids from Houston, the kids from South Florida, high school kids, whoever he's bringing in. Like we talked about before, everybody's in the portal. Everybody's trying to get better. And these are teams that weren't bad when it comes to a Pac-12 perspective. They were bad compared to the SEC perspective. We skull drag all of y'all. But here's the thing. In the Pac-12, listen.
I don't think we're going to agree on this.
In the Pac-12, no, we won't, and that's okay.
Yeah,
it's
so
okay
then I got
to agree to disagree. That's why this is
no, because the only reason why I'm saying that is because this is how I feel. I feel like your receipts are not lining up with you're contradicting yourself on several.
No, I think I'm making it too simple for you. I'm telling you that
you're not making it too simple for me. That sounds a little insulting. Don't insult me.
No, I'm not going to say what I'm telling you. If you listen to me,
I'm listening, but I'm not hearing. Not hearing.
I can agree with that. But here's the thing. The Pac-12 is going to be a whole lot more difficult to run through like he ran through the SWAC. I hear fans.
I don't agree.
Fans going, he was 12-0. He's 12-0 in the SWAC for 2 years in a row. Won the SWAC. He's going to do the same thing in Colorado. Now, his efforts are going to reflect that. He's going to try to do the same thing and replicate what he did. That's what coaches do, right? But it's going to be a hell of a lot harder. And that's my only argument, man.
So this is what I'm saying. I got to end this. I got to end this here.
Do it in year one.
I got to end this here because this is what I'm the contradiction. Because I don't mind having a conversation where you have a different of opinion, which it makes for good TV, right? Yeah. But my problem is, well, this is what it boils down to. The contradiction comes into where it seems like the burden of proof is on Coach Prime and not on anybody else because you're not proving anything. All you're saying is the history. So if everybody has a history.
What's history though?
The history is what you're saying. You're like, oh, this person did that and they did this. But I'm saying everybody has a history. But anyways, you know what? We're not going to agree. I don't agree with what you're saying, but I think Coach Prime is going to win. So we're ending here.
I knew that before I came on. That's good. That's cool.
I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Of course, I'll be watching and following you guys, and invite me on anytime, man. Even look when I'm bring me back.
I'll bring you back so we can talk. When we start winning. All right. Yo, thanks for being a good champ. Thanks for being a good sport.
You got it, man.
All right.
Take care.
All right. So. All right, so yeah, Surfer Boy, it's just too much contradiction because the way that I feel is just like the receipts are not adding up. The receipts don't add up because it's like, okay, 1 second, Shador's HBCUs, but Coach Prime is getting a pass and he's not HBCU. That argument is tired. I'm tired with that argument because the player is a player. The people that know are not going to say he's a Heisman Trophy candidate, even though he's coming from HBCU, he's a Heisman Trophy candidate, but yet he's losing to a non-proven quarterback? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, man? If he was a Heisman Trophy candidate on Georgia, then it makes sense. But since he's a Heisman Trophy candidate on CU because it's Coach Prime and everybody thinks he's a media darling, then it doesn't make sense. I have videos that says, listen, pound for pound, let's put this together. That's why, Surfer Boy, go to my channel and watch the videos where I say, this is the reason why we may go. Go watch those videos because I put it out there and I say, this is a reason why this person will win. My bad, guys. My bad, Marie. I'm sorry, guys. I started looking through the. I'm sorry. When I'm having a conversation, I want to give the respect. I want to give the person speaking respect, and I want to pay attention to him. So next time, I gotta have some type of moderator. And my bad. But yeah, man, it's for me. It's got to make sense, and it wasn't making sense. It's not making it's not making no sense because. You can't. A Heisman Trophy candidate is a Heisman Trophy candidate. The same writers that are writing about the other teams the same thing that you got to talk about is the same thing that they're writing for our team. So it seems like, excuse me, when they write stuff for Coach Prime, it's almost like it's lightweight. Stacy, blocking somebody, it doesn't make sense because the thing is, we need people to, you got to have a different point of view. Okay. I don't mind just having people, having a different point of view. Yeah, man. Like he talking about he making things too simple for me. That's that was teetering on the brink of disrespect. Like you're making it too simple for me. Like, bruh, what you talking about here? What we talking about? I'm talking about receipts. The receipts that we bring, it has to do with if we got a Travis Hunter and they don't have a Travis Hunter. If they're recruiting these people and their recruits are not even being mentioned, regardless of Coach Prime's bravado, regardless of Coach Prime's ability to recruit, you still got to look at the stats. Juwan Johnson is not just somebody that just came out of nowhere and committed to Coach Prime. Juwan Johnson was committed to Coach Prime because of his stats. And they're writing about him because the guy is ranked. But it seems like if he went to Georgia, then that would make more sense because then it holds more weight because he's going over there. It don't make sense. You gotta be able to prove this stuff. You gotta be able to prove this stuff. And I want to go pound for pound. I don't want to talk. Listen, if I can have a stream, I can have a live stream where we can just do barbershop talk. This is not that barbershop talk. If I bring somebody on here, I don't mind that you are a detractor or you have a difference of opinion, but at least bring it to the table. At least say, okay, you got the Shador, I got this. But you're telling me to tell you the player that they got. And you're telling me that you don't know the players, but yet you're saying that they're going to win. If you don't know the players, you ain't done the research, and you don't know the players, how you know they're going to win? Anyways, listen, guys. Anybody else out there? Anybody with some receipts? Anybody with some real receipts? Like, okay, let's put it pound for pound. Because y'all know I got the receipts. I got the pound for pound paper. Let's go. So if you are a detractor, if you're somebody's in the comment and you're like, yo, I don't care if you are a supporter, but you want to be realistic and you say this is what it's going to be, then let's go. You said I didn't know the players at Cal. I know the players. I don't know all of the players at Cal. I don't have to know all of the players at Cal. I'm following. I don't have to know, oh, they got their center is this person. Like I know our centers. Like I didn't do a breakdown for the players, but I'm searching for data that makes sense. I'm searching for data that's going to make sense when it comes to breaking down what needs to be broken down as far as like, okay, these are the difference makers. We read about the difference makers. I made a video about the difference makers. You guys saw the video that I made, and I told you guys each team in the Pac-12, who are their prospective players or who are the players that are going to be the difference makers. I did that already. So, but I don't know all of their teams. No, I don't know all of their players. But if you're coming with receipts and you say we're going to lose, don't just say based on Deion Sanders' lack of whatever, or based on the fact that he comes from swag or MEAC or whatever. You can't just say that he's going to lose because he's going to lose. He's Deion. You're supposed to be the one with the receipts. You're supposed to be the one that's supposed to be shooting off names like, okay, he's going to lose this game because, they have Bo Nix. Okay, they have Bo Nix, so Bo Nix is going to trash him like this and like that. So you're leaning on me to tell you their players so you can tell me that they're bad. The argument is supposed to be I tell you the name of their players so that you can tell me that Deion is going to lose based on what I just told you. So your receipts are not even like, even if I don't know, if you're the one saying that they're going to lose, then isn't it upon you to tell me how they're going to lose and why they're going to lose? Am I crazy, guys? Can somebody tell me if I'm crazy? If somebody's saying we're going to lose, right? If somebody's saying we're going to lose, is the burden of proof not on them? Amari McNeil committed to CU. Breaking news. Yo, that's what's up. Thank you for that. Amari McNeil committed to CU. But y'all tell me, guys, if somebody's saying we're going to lose, it's the burden of proof not on them. It's the receipts not on them. Am I the one that have to know the name? Do I have to tell you the names that we're going to lose by? Am I crazy here? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. Because if you're telling me I'm going to lose, I'm thinking you're going to come with you're going to be telling me, Bo Nix. You're going to be telling me about the you're going to be telling me about the players and saying their abilities. This player has this ability, and this is why this is what's going to happen. If you can. Oh, there it is, right there. Bada boom! I just got the information right there. From Colorado on Athlon News, Tennessee defensive lineman Amari McNeil is transferring to Colorado. We coming. Bada boom. He's a dog. So, all right, so Surfer, you telling me that another person transferring, we're saying Amari McNeil. I don't know him yet. I haven't done the work on him yet. I'll do that. Amari McNeil is a dog. So we put our dog against the other dogs that are in this conference, and we're not going to win. But I have to tell you their name so that you can tell me that we're not going to win, but you don't know their names. That argument is very skittish, because if I got to tell you the names of the people that you're telling me they're gonna beat us, then you're not coming with no receipts, because we coming. We're coming. I know who we got. We coming. Kavasi Smoke is coming. Shador Sanders is coming. Travis Hunter is coming. Zico is coming. I can tell you, our people, we coming. Coach Prime is coming. So if you say they're gonna lose, tell me why they're gonna lose. Don't say Harry B, what are their names? Don't say Harry B, tell me their names so I can tell you that they're gonna lose. You're supposed to be like, oh, nah, man, I've seen this guy play, I've seen that guy play, and I've seen this guy play, and I know why they're going to win. And I know that's the reason why they're going to win. You can't go off of history. If you're going off of history, then there's no conversation, because we were 1-11. So anyway, BWB, congratulations. We got Amari McNeil. Congratulations to CU Nation. And they've been saying how small we look. That boy a little beefy. That dude look like he NFL size ready. So All right. But we're not even done yet. This is just a few leaks that we got. Coach didn't put the list out yet. If we're losing 52 people, we got 52 people coming. Somebody said decompressing. Yo, man. Nah, man, because I'm tired of the argument that it's a one-sided argument. It's always a one-sided argument. If the people that we have, if they were on other teams, they would be considered beasts. But because they're on our team, they're not anything much. They're paper tigers. Oh, he's getting dogs. Y'all heard what Surfer said, right? Oh, coach is getting some dogs. Okay. So if coach is getting some dogs and you know that he's getting some dogs, then your only distraction is that they got a gel. What about the other teams? Are they getting dogs? And have they gelled? So they have chickens and they haven't gelled yet. They have gelled chickens, but they're going to beat us? I'm sure we can figure it out by the summertime. If you don't stop playing with me. If we got dogs, bro. They can play. Right? If they got dogs, show me their dogs. Show me their dogs. Because it got to make sense. But I'm saying, like, if we can't have no conversation about, oh, so you agree that they got dogs? You agree they're dogs, but you're not agreeing that they're going to win, they're winning dogs? Then show me how the other people got dogs. Show me who the other people got, because the writers are not writing about them. The only reason why I bring up the writers is the fact that the writers have the data. The writers have the data. They're crunching data. The ESPNs, the Rivals.com, the 247 Sports, they have the data. So the data is what we go off of. We use the data to make the information to get the recruiting. Without the data, you can't recruit. Rivals.com and 247 Sports, their data is recruiting data. This person is this high. This person can run this way. This person can do this. Based upon that, they're number one in the portal because they're the best player in the portal. That's what I mean by data. That's what I mean by receipts. So if we got all of the best people out of the transfer portal and we got the number one transfer portal, then that's the data that I'm looking for. That is the information that tells me that we're going to win. I don't gel. We can gel later. Worry about gelling later. We're going to gel. Don't worry. We're putting in the work. People taking people out. Shador's taking people to lunch. He's taking people to Miami. They're having relationships. They're going out there. You know what I'm saying? So relationships are bonding. They're bonding. So it's all good. But you can't tell me that we're not gelling, but they're gelling. So what are they doing to gel? What exactly are they doing? Have you gone to one of their camps to say, oh, no, I see them eating lunch together. They hold hands when they walk around. I've seen that. That would be your receipts. That's what I was trying to get out of you. That would be your receipts. Oh, no, they're holding hands. You know, when they walk to the cafeteria, they walk in a single file line and they're holding hands. That tells me that they're going to be bonding a lot more than your team because your team don't know how to hold hands when they're walking. That's receipts. That tells me something more than just, oh, no, because you're Coach Prime and you're from an HBCU, or just because you're Shador and you're not proven. That's not enough for me. That's not enough for me because the other people have to do the same thing too. He said, not hold hands. Nah, man, like the conversation got to make sense, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it here, man. I gotta get ready for the celebration tonight for 9:00. We're gonna be streaming again. All right. And I'm definitely gonna bring some more receipts. All right. I wanted to come on here and talk about that interview. We've exhausted the interview. We've gone into a whole nother stratosphere when it comes to bringing people on. I want to bring some people on. So Harry B, Georgia claims 4 national championships. Okay. Colorado has 1, but yet still CU hasn't done anything in 20 years. Let that sink in. Only thing missing is a good coach. Okay. Harry B. Georgia claims 4 national. Okay. CU's here. Coach Prime is here. Like, I'm a BWB. When I say BWB, what does that mean to you guys? I'm bandwagon buff. That means I'm new. That means that he just got here, so I just got here. So that's BWB. We bandwagon buffs, okay? I don't claim to have all the knowledge in the world. I just know that I've been doing some research, and my research leads me to know that we have a very good chance to win 8 games based upon the dogs that we have in our house. That's it. Based upon the dogs that we got, that we're acquiring from that transfer portal, and based upon the data, based upon the recruiting data that everybody has, our information lines up better than theirs, than a lot of the Pac-12 teams. We're going to crush the Pac-12. Based upon the research information that I've been doing, the little bit of information that I've been doing, we're going to crush the Pac-12. I guarantee you, we're going to do very well in the Pac-12. Y'all best believe that. That's not no delusional stuff. I'm not delusional about that. All right, guys? So tonight, guys, at 9 o'clock, we celebrate. We're 5,000 subscribers strong now. And that's not strong. That's strong. We're 5,000 strong. All right? And pretty soon, we're not going to be small picking no more. Right now, we're small picking. We big ball small now. We got 5,000 strong now. We big ball small. We small big ball. We're not big ball yet, but we small big ball. My man, you can't just talk to us any kind of way now. Now that we're 5,000 strong, you got to put some respect on BWB. Now we're 5,000 strong. You got to put some, you know what? I'm going to save all of that for the stream tonight, 9 o'clock. Because we about to be a problem. We about to be a problem now. So this whole Coach Brown space, we about to be a problem now. Now we're gonna be talking with a little bit more swagger. Now we ready to move out here. Okay, we ready to do some damage now. So y'all gotta be careful because we're coming with real receipts. The receipt that says this is the stat. If you have no receipt, that is a stat that says these people are saying this about this person. If you have none of those receipts, you know what that means? That means you want to have barbershop talk. And if y'all want to have barbershop talk and we can go all day, I can do that a whole nother time. But we're talking about receipts. We're talking about Heisman Trophy. When they say he's a Heisman Trophy candidate, you got to put him against the other quarterbacks that we're going to be playing. What are their hopefuls? What do they have? Are they Heisman Trophy, Heisman hopefuls? No. Then what is our chances of beating that non-Heisman hopeful? Am I making it too simple for them? Am I making it too hard for them? Maybe I'm being too simple for them. I don't know. Because I'm saying, bring your Heisman hopeful. Oh, no Heisman hopeful. Oh, so you don't have a Heisman hopeful? Okay, I got another one for you. Bring your Travis Hunter. Oh, dang. You ain't got a Travis Hunter either? But you're going to beat us? Why? I don't know. I don't know their names. You don't know their dang names and I got to tell you their names? Stop playing with me. You're going to come back on, Surfer boy. 9 o'clock. We're going in. We're going ham. I'm bringing receipts. 9 o'clock. Because we're 5,000 strong now. It's about to be a problem. BWB. Bandwagon buffs. They're going to know about us. Or they're going to hear about us. They're going to be, listen, people are going to be whispering BWB in Colorado. They're going to be like, yo, BWB, they're not playing. They're the most knowledgeable and they come strong and they come ready. They only talk facts. We only talking facts. BWB, bandwagon buffs. When you hear that, that means that's the Coach Brown wing. Those are the wing of Coach Brown's fan base that if you talk to them, you better come correct because they're not just having frivolous conversations. They are having some real conversations that has to do with real information. Because their guy, who is me, he does research. And he don't pretend to know everything, but when he puts out a video, it's a real video. It usually has a lot of information. It's not just like, oh, guess what we got? No, he goes in there and he does the daggone work. And he brings information that we can hold on to. That's why we're called BWB, Bandwagon Buzz, because we are informational here. And I'm just not grabbing, I'm not just grabbing likes and views. I'm here to educate and inform. Are you playing with me? Go watch my videos and stop playing with me. We about to spaz, bro. Stop playing with me. Yo, I'll see you at 9 o'clock. Y'all out there, y'all good? We good? We good, people? Rich, what up? What it is? Shout out, Rich. Shout out, Rich. Vel, VEL, shout out. Air Teeth, shout out. Shower C, shout out. Oh, man. You from the crew tribe? Okay. Man, you're not my dingo, my man. 9 p.m. Eastern time, New York City time. 9 p.m. New York City time. My computer about to shut off. So, yes, 9 o'clock, New York City time. I'm Basso and I'm Gola. So if y'all want to know my tribe, I'm Basso and I'm Gola. Okay? I'm not Mandingo, okay? Oh, yo, Stacy's shout out, Stacy. Salute. Yo, Tom, salute, man. I thank y'all for watching, man. Y'all still hanging strong, and that's why BWB, that's why we're gonna win. I'm telling you, man. Coach Prime is gonna shout us out. Coach Prime gonna be like, yo, I just want to thank those BWBs. He gonna say it on TV, on national TV. He gonna be like, yo, y'all don't mess with my fan base, BWBs. They're the strongest fan base that we got, like for real. BWB, we gonna represent. Coach Prime is going, he gonna know, they already know our name, and they already said it. Shador knows it, his brother knows it. So they already know we out here. But we're gonna have to let them know that we support, that we out here. We got them. And don't think they're not watching us either. We 5,000 strong. They in there. They got shell accounts. All right, guys. So I will see you guys at 9 o'clock. We're gonna celebrate. All right. I'm gonna unveil some things at 9 o'clock. 5K strong. BWB 5K strong. The next K is gonna be 10K. We strong. And we got receipts. And you know what? We coming, baby. BWB, Bandwagon Buffs. I'm Harry B. My guys, my gals, that right there was the Liberian perspective. That's TLP Sports Club. I'll see you at 9 o'clock.